Yo, welcome back to my podcast. I'm Rich Vasek. We got a special guest here today. Third segment with my man, my brother, my mentor, and also the founder of Infine Art, Master Mike. What up, Master Mike? How you doing? Big bro, man.
Good to be back, man. Good to be back.
Big bro right here, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back, Mike.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year,
everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, happy New Year, everybody out there. How was your New Year's, Mike?
It was great, man.
What'd you do?
Went to took the family to Vegas. They had when you're in Vegas, when you're a loser, they make you feel good. They know how to treat the losers.
Oh man.
So they have a party for us. Live band, Foreigner was performing.
Wow,
So
Foreigner.
they had a banquet hall.
All these young people were like, "Who the hell's Foreigner?"
Dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing for
Yeah.
us old folks. You know what I'm saying? So,
Foreigner. Yeah.
Yeah, so took the family out, and they got dinner for us. The band, dance floor. I don't normally drink, but I drank a little bit. That
Nice.
night. It was
Yeah, New
fun.
Year's.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. What Mike is talking about, like loser, he goes to Vegas and because he donates so much that they comp him, and they also, because he said he's losing, they also offer this great things like during New Year's they have this dinner for you, right, Mike?
Yeah.
And Mike's high tier, so they invite him and stuff. And Foreigners there, wow.
Foreigner.
How was that, man?
It's amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like a private concert for us.
Yeah.
So it's like
And you're close too.
a room full of maybe 500 guests.
Yeah.
And the stage is right there.
Yeah.
Where else can you get that?
Man, that's
Only
amazing.
Vegas could do that.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And who do you take with you, Mike?
Oh, I took my wife, my two kids, Daryl and Gabby. Took my buddy, who's also my apprentice, our apprentice, Steve.
Yeah,
And his wife.
Yeah. Shout out
Lorea.
Steve.
Steve Infine.
Yeah, Steve Infine.
Lorea.
We'll get you on the podcast, and his
Yeah.
fiance.
Yeah, no, his
Oh,
wife.
his wife already.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
got
I was
married.
at the
We went-
wedding. Yeah,
we
we were
went
at the
to his
wedding. Yeah. And his wife Lorea. Shout out both of
Yeah.
you. That's cool. And
Yeah.
so that was nice for you to bring Steven with you.
Yeah. I mean,
and stuff.
you couldn't go, so
Yeah.
If you go, I'll take you. You know what I'm saying? You went
Yeah,
with me
I
last
went. I
time.
went last time.
Yeah,
Man,
with
last time.
Tiesto,
Yeah,
yeah,
Tiesto
Tiesto.
performed. Tiesto performed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had a funny story that day Tiesto performed. It was like they always have like
a cover band, right?
Yeah.
They have a cover band beforehand, right?
Yeah, they have a cover band
yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about that event that Caesar's Palace throws, right?
Yeah.
Caesar Palace throw. The crazy thing about that event is they don't tell you who's the headliner. Or do they?
Now they do.
Oh, but that
but they
time we
keep it
didn't
very
know.
secret. They're
Yeah.
like us. They'll send us a little flyer and they'll tell you who.
Oh,
But you can't search online like who's
Yeah.
performing or anything like
Yeah.
that. They keep it very secret.
Yeah, because all of a sudden, like, we're just in the dinner, and all of a sudden, like, Tiesto's performing.
Yes. Oh,
And I don't know who Tiesto is, but for all you people that, listen to the EDM, he's like a big DJ.
Yeah.
And he was there, and they had a cover band before that. And I don't know what Tiesto looks like. So there was this people taking pictures with this band. So I called up Mike. I was like, hey, let's go take a picture with these people.
Hmm.
And then Mike's like, who's that? I was like, it's Tiesto. But it wasn't Tiesto. Yeah.
After we took the picture, right?
Yeah,
Say,
yeah.
hey, Rich, who's that, man? No, I think that's Tiesto.
But it was
I said,
like
no, I
so
don't know, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
those
that
were
was
good
funny,
times. Yeah. and
Tiesto
that was
looked like
dope.
Elon Musk.
I don't even know what he looks like.
He looks kind of like
Yeah.
a better version of Elon
Oh,
Musk.
does he?
Yeah,
Okay,
It's
yeah,
kind of
Yeah. And so you said you took your wife Abby
yeah,
Yeah.
Abby, yeah,
and your daughter Gabby
yeah,
and your son Daryl.
yeah,
And Daryl is also your apprentice, Mike.
yeah, and Gabby also. She
And
just
Gabby
started.
is also
Gabby
yeah.
just started.
Tell us
yeah.
about that. Tell us how did Gabby want to
Um,
be involved in tattooing.
I think Gabby, she's very artistic, but she's very scared to jump into tattooing because she wants everything to be perfect.
Yeah.
All right. She wants everything to be perfect. she's a little bit afraid of like, oh, I'm not gonna do a good job or stuff like that. And I had a talk with her. I said, look, uh, if you learn under me, you're gonna have a skill for life. For your whole life, you're gonna have a skill where nobody could take from you. Okay, you're gonna be happy, doing what you love. Okay, you're good at talking already, so it makes the customer, the client, very comfortable.
Yeah, more at ease.
Yeah, more at ease. And I said, everybody don't become good artists right away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you learn under me, I'll give you the guidance and you will become a good artist. I guarantee it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's this, as long as and I know you're hardworking, so I know you're gonna be good. You know. So I talked to her and I say, but it's up to you. I'm not pushing you. It's up to you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So originally she wanted to do a boba shop.
Yeah.
I say boba shop is always there.
Yeah, right.
It's always there. But if you learn right now, you have so many years ahead where you're so successful, you can open boba shop on the side.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, no.
So I said,
You're
yeah,
right.
that's something you could always do in the future. You know what I mean? But to have a skill early in life and and you know um at a 20-year old 20 to start off. Imagine when you're 25, you already have 5 year advance.
Yeah.
Instead of starting at 25.
Yes.
Yeah. Or starting at 30.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're already ahead,
Yeah.
of many people.
And I know the way you say it, Mike. Um, of course, I know it's true
Yeah.
because I experienced this,
Mhm.
and I've seen it so many times over. So I know it's a fact. But when you say it like that, it sounds so easy, but it's only easy because you're teaching, Mike.
I mean, yeah, like
Yeah,
what
because
me
other people
teaching.
that have apprentices, they're not as successful, like
Yeah,
that. So what makes it different? Like you think, like,
I mean, because I just want everybody to succeed. I know what it is to be young or like starting a new, jumping to something new and you got bills to pay and stuff like that, and it's a lot of stress, and I just see that with my years of experience, I give you the shortcut, and I just want all my guys, everybody that learned under me, to be successful. If they're successful in the future, you know, not only they helping out themselves, they can help out many people, and I could always go back to them if I need any help. It's a big group of successful people that I want to be surrounded with. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be hang around with losers. You know what I'm saying? So everybody I make successful, you know what I'm saying? It also makes me successful.
yeah, no
Right?
doubt, yeah,
So, and a lot has to do with, let's say, when I teach. Also, it's a mentality thing too. It's not just tattooing, not just art. I want that mentality where you want it. You're serious about it, like I am. All right. When I first started, nobody teach me, but I always think about how I could improve. Every day, I think about what I could do better tomorrow. As far as my tattoo and my art. So I give them that mentality, like what you have to do, like from my experience, this is what I did. Okay, so it was much harder when I started. Okay, nowadays so much easier. There's so much information, so much reference, and it's up to you to do it, right? And then I'll help them look for reference, help them draw, help them design. So you got the shortcut of learning, okay? Uh, but it's also up to the person too. If you gotta have that mentality where you want it. If you don't want it, nobody could give it to you. Nobody could teach you. Okay, so if you want it, if that's what you want to do, you will be successful. But if you're just half stepping, wanting, what I'm saying, just wanting the easy route, if you could, oh, I'm trying to get a day off, I'm trying to, they call in sick and stuff like that. I mean, if you're really sick, yeah, stay home. But if you're just making an excuse not to come in, then you don't really want it, you know. So
Yeah.
and there's people like that, and it bugs me because when I first started, I wish somebody it was like myself is teaching, and I'll be like way better than I am right now, right? But nowadays, even with the experience you've been through and you're giving to them, and sometimes they don't want it, they don't want it. So you have to let them be themselves. Like if they don't want it, maybe they'll learn in the future, like, oh, why am I slow? Why am I progressing slow? Look in the mirror. What have you been doing that to better yourself? Are you partying at night? Are you just staying up real late and then come to work half dead? It's up to you. If you really want it, you sacrifice. Sacrifice 1 year, 2 years. Sacrifice. Just put everything into it. Cut off all negative outside interference, and if you do that, you will be successful. Guarantee 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Because no doubt, I can attest to that because you're teaching, Mike, your apprenticeship curriculum program is top notch, and it's top notch. Not only the curriculum, the technical aspect of it, the lining, the shading, the machine work, et cetera, but also the character building, like you talked about. Like being around you, I saw what was the standard for hard work, like that. And so what I did at that time, I just watched what you did.
Yeah.
And I just watched what you did, and I saw like, man, it's working for Mike. It's tried and true. You know, his his success, it bears fruit. It shows. So I'm gonna do it too, like that. And but like you said, man, not everybody wants it, and somebody is always out there to not take accountability for their actions or responsibility for their actions, and they want to blame exterior circumstances, and they're not successful because you have somebody like you, world class, top notch artist, teaching you, like you're teaching, like you taught me, or you're teaching me, teaching Gabby now and stuff like that. And but some people, they don't make it, man.
I mean, they see the fruits of the labor, but they don't want to put in the work, right? So, um, like, like when you ask me questions, you ask me like questions like, you know, um, it's very every question when you ask me like how to do certain stuff, I remember like when you left, I said, man, this guy he asked the right question. Like a lot of questions that are it makes you improve. Okay, so, this. There's no dumb question, but there are some. There are some dumb questions. But when you
That's
ask,
funny.
well, the dumb question is question just to make conversation. So I have questions just to make conversation. I don't like that. But but then you have questions that you ask me like certain stuff, needle gauge, what depth and stuff like that, and why, and so shit, so I explain it.
I remember.
So you when you ask those questions, it's easier for you to remember when I give you the answer.
Because the questions are so specific or
Yeah.
particular. Yeah, because I came across a problem, I needed to solve it, and I'm like, who better else to solve the problem for me? Why should I make all these mistakes when I could just go ask my mentor?
You got the answer right
Yeah,
there.
I got the answer. Yeah. So I went to ask, and when you gave it to me, it was always the best.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of it. I remember, like, looking back, it was like a lot about like color blending and stuff like
Yeah.
the color blend or layering of color or yeah,
what color will go together with this and that.
yeah, and you always, man, it was, man, a cheat sheet, man, with you around, the cheat code,
But
like,
like you could tell people like I'll tell you one time, right, and you remember, right? Then I'll tell people like certain people, I'll tell them like over and over, and they'll ask the same question over and over. I say, dude, man, just write it down. Like, just write it down. Record, record it. You know what I'm saying?
record it, exactly.
Sometimes I tell people you're forgetful, write it down every day. Just write it down. Like I already tell you what you got to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Write it down. Okay. So you don't have to ask me next week what I'm doing today. Just write it down. It's simple. I tell you, write down. All right, every hour, draw for an hour. Take a 15-minute break. Draw for another hour. Take 15-minute break. Write all that down. Set a timer if you forget. Okay, clean, all right, clean shop. All right, walk around. Okay, practice on fake skin. Do it for 1 hour. Take a break. 1 hour. Take a break. Okay. At night, what are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna have dinner with my girl and that. All right. Do you work out or anything? Yeah, I try to work out. All right. Write down. I'm having dinner with my girl at this time to this time. Okay. Write down. All right. This time go to the gym. Okay. This time get ready to go shower, go to bed. That's it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you follow that program. You know, if you're forgetful. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So you just follow the program and you'll
So,
be cool.
so like, so you're saying, people are don't follow a structured routine, or they don't know how to manage their time, right? If you didn't, if you had that problem, write it down.
Right now, yeah.
Write it down.
Some
Yeah,
people they get off track a little bit, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I get it. They're young. They, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of distraction outside the shop. But you gotta remember, like you're here for a reason. You're here to better yourself. Okay, if you still wanna, you know what I'm saying, hang around, do things, you know what I mean, drink, party. Uh, I suggest you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Don't waste my time or your time. You know.
So what do you do then, Mike? What if you do come across somebody that's like that, that you say doesn't want it because they don't want it according to their actions? You know, what do you do?
I mean, you know, you tell them, like you talk to them. You know, if you feel like sometimes they're not focused, stuff like that. They you know they're making excuses. You sit them down, you talk to them, and tell them what you see in them.
Mhm.
Okay, what you want them to be.
Yeah, like the
How? Yeah,
potential.
yeah. How you know how they could solve it. Okay, ask them questions of what your outside life is, what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes like you get people that lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've been living in, you know what I'm saying? Been around a lot of people. Been, you know what I'm saying? Been, you know, living a long, you know, pretty long life right now.
Mhm.
Uh, and you know, when young kids lie to you, you know they lie. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah. It's
saying?
just like
Oh
your kids
yeah,
lying
yeah. I
to
go
you, you
home,
know.
I read this book, and I draw, and then you don't see the results. Like when they're at the shop, you know they're lying. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And when you lie so much, now everything you say is a lie, even though it's the truth. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just seeing it
You
as a
can't
lie.
distinguish now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying it's a
Yeah,
lie. If you tell me something, you know what I'm saying? Something happened, I know you're lying. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't take your word seriously. You know, it's like and I don't like to be around liars, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
eventually, if if I see that you're really not motivated, I just give you an option just to, you know, it's not working out, you know. But I don't want to go that route. You know, I want that to be the last option.
yeah.
I want to make sure that you know
Hmm.
you live up to your full potential.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah,
Because initially all you wanted was the best for them, and
yeah,
that's why you took them as an apprentice.
yeah, yeah.
And you saw something in them, you saw the potential, but it's wasted potential,
Yeah,
right?
wasted. Yeah.
Wasted potential.
Why am I giving you my secrets and all that? You're not taking it, and you're just wasting my time. Also, you're wasting your time. You could have been doing something else. Go, you know, work somewhere else, or you know, do what you want to do. You know,
Yeah,
do a regular job, and then you
yeah.
could party on the
Where
weekend.
you don't have to lie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But you know,
yeah. And but now you're Gabby's an apprentice now,
yeah, yeah.
and that's amazing. Yeah.
Oh man,
So far, does she like it? Like,
she loves it, man.
she loves
You know,
it.
she
Gabby,
just
we're gonna have you on here. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna
you
be
know,
on a segment.
it's
Introduce
kind
the
of
artist.
yeah. It's like her was this. Her first week was last week. Her first week, and you know, first week I had her draw. Just practice drawing. Her drawing's really nice. I mean, you know what I'm saying? For not, I mean, she draws little cartoon and stuff at home, but I want her to draw like more like, you know, like Asian
Art.
style or
Mhm,
stuff like that, flowers that are, you know, more trendy.
mhm.
So she's, you know, in the beginning having a little bit difficulty, and I teach her, you know, like uh, just eyeing the reference and just making like proportions right.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
the
mean?
structure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting proportions right. And once you start getting that, she draw nice stuff. You know, I always give her drawing the same piece 3 times. The first time I tell her, the first time you look at it, it's okay. The second time will be better. Third time will be the best. And
Yeah,
sure enough, that's what happened.
yeah, yeah.
And then I had to do
Of
some,
course.
just just some basic stuff. Also, she has apprentice duty too, so she had to clean the shop. She had to answer the phone. She has to, you know, do what every apprentice had to do. Even though she's
Yes.
my daughter, I still have to, they
Yeah.
instill that structure, the discipline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ink there's no nepotism,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
It's all like um it's all like warranted. Hard work is what pays off, you know.
Yeah,
It's not because who you know or whatever like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good, Mike. Yeah, yeah. And speaking of apprentices, tell me about Daryl. How's Daryl doing?
Oh man, Daryl's 3 years in now.
How old is Daryl? Tell everybody how old
Daryl's
Daryl.
21 now,
Daryl's
so yeah,
21
it's
now, yeah.
21.
Is he single, by the way? I just want to know.
He's single, man.
Oh, he's
He's looking
single.
for a good
Just
girl,
saying.
man.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Good girl, master my son. I don't know. I'm just saying. You girls out there.
You
Yeah,
better be
yeah,
good, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Daryl is how many years now? It's been a while now. It's been
3 years. He's
3 years
3 years. Yeah, 3
tattooing.
years tattooing. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's doing like um. I like Daryl because he's hardworking. He always asks me after he's done drawing a project to
Corrected, double checked
to
it.
yeah. Well, let's say he's doing he'll ask me, hey, what should I draw if I want to do a special for a back piece, and I'll give him an idea to draw, and he'll look for a reference and say a different type of reference, a bunch of reference, and he'll show me which one what you think is good, right? I said, let's take this one, this one, this one, and put it together.
Mhm.
Then he'll put them all together, and then he'll do the changes so he won't be copying other people's work,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he'll do the changes. Then he'll show me after he does all the changes. Then I'll correct it,
Mhm.
okay? Then he'll do what I corrected, and then I look it over again. I say, this still off.
Mhm.
This still off. And then I say, do it like this, do it like this.
Yeah.
Then he'll redraw it. And he never complains. Oh, he
Yeah,
never give
yeah,
me that
no.
attitude or anything.
Daryl's
He don't
awesome.
care. He's like, he's gonna do it. No
Yeah.
matter what I tell him, he's gonna do it.
Mhm.
So he'll redraw everything. And then I say, all right, that's cool. You can start the shading on it now. So he'll start shading it and everything, getting all done. And then sometime even after the shading, I'll look at it. It's still a little off. So he have to redo the whole piece that is off,
Mhm.
and then shade that new piece. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then once it's final, he'll show me, and I say, all right, it's cool. Now you could advertise for this price.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make it a special for this price,
Mhm.
and he'll do that special. And most likely it's sold like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
every
yeah.
piece he does, because I already corrected it, it looks
Yeah.
perfect,
Yes,
and,
yeah.
and it's something that people could
Mhm.
see that, oh, okay, it looks really nice for a back piece. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
could do a back piece, a leg,
Yeah.
or arm, a sleeve,
Yeah.
and I'll give him ideas, and he'll design it.
Man,
Yeah,
Daryl's
he's
the
doing
best.
good,
He's
man. Yeah.
awesome. Check out his Instagram, Daryl
They're
underscore
underscore
Inkfiend
Inkfiend, yeah.
underscore Inkfiend. Man, his
Yeah,
work is
Inkfiend art,
amazing.
yeah.
Great specials. Work is amazing and hard work, man. That's
Yeah,
Daryl, man. You
yeah.
know.
He never
Yeah,
complains about
yeah,
work, man. If you want to
yeah.
do 16 hours a day, he'll do it.
You do it.
You know
Yeah,
that? Yeah, he
yeah.
never
I love
complains
it.
about
Yeah.
work. He
Just
like
like you, man.
do it, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what it is, right?
yeah.
You have to lead by example, right? Like we are the leaders, right? We can't be you know what I'm saying, like telling the guys to do stuff that we don't do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've done it.
Yeah.
We've done it, right? 16 hours, you know what I'm saying? Long days, and then the next day come back do another 16 hours. We've
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those guys can't be like, oh, I'm tired. They're
Yeah.
younger than us, and we're older. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
So
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're not telling them something that's impossible.
Mhm,
You know.
mhm,
So the more you do, the more hours you work.
mhm.
Uh, Regular days are easy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Regular days
yeah.
are easy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I got from you.
Yeah.
I said in another segment, embrace the hard days, because so the regular days are easy. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
you telling me that.
yeah,
That's where I
yeah.
got it from. Yeah,
Mhm.
and ever since you told me, it's always easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Every day
it's
is easy,
a
man.
regular day is easy,
Every
right?
day is
Yeah, just
easy.
come in to work
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
do some good work, do some, make the customer happy. The client's
Yeah.
always happy.
Yeah.
And once the 8 hours up, like damn, it's already done. It's already
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fast.
Yeah. Especially like
Yeah.
when you tattoo, what I love about it is like you just want to make it better. You just
Yeah.
so every hour you're just making it better, making it better, making it better. Next thing you know, you're done.
Yeah.
Tattooing, you're done. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, 8 hours go by, 10 hours go by, 12 hours, 14, whatever, like that. Yeah, I love it, man, and all these years in, and I still love it, Mom.
Same here. Yeah.
Yeah,
If we were to hit the lottery, right, we're multimillionaires.
yeah,
We still
still
do
tattoo.
tattoo for free.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
we'll
yeah,
hit up you, do tattoo
yeah,
for free. It's a
yeah,
hobby.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And so that was nice that you got to spend New Year's over
Yeah.
there with Gabby, new apprentice, your
Yeah.
family, Daryl, Abby, your wife,
Yeah.
and Steven too. How's Steven doing? Tell us about Steven real quick.
Steven, man. Steven, man. I love Steven, man.
Yeah,
Steven, yeah,
yeah,
Steven's a hard worker.
yeah,
He's responsible, especially comes from Long Beach, man.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have a
Yeah,
history of
yeah,
not
yeah.
responsible people over
But
there.
no, Long Beach is cool, man.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, Steve, I like Steve a lot. He's a really chill guy, and
yeah,
he helps out. He's been there pretty long at the shop, so he
yeah,
helps out the shop when I'm not there. So he's more of a he takes the leader role in the shop when I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? He helps out.
It's good.
So
It's
yeah,
good to have somebody like
yeah,
that.
yeah. He's
Somebody
a good cat,
responsible.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Steven's dope, man. That was
yeah,
my first apprentice.
yeah,
He's amazing. I see
yeah,
his work, proud of him and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
He's
kid.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I also seen prior to New Year's, you were traveling some other country, right, Mike?
yeah, yeah.
Where were you at?
We're in Taiwan. No, no. We went to China. We're in Shanghai.
Yeah.
Shanghai for about a week.
Hmm.
Then we went to Taiwan afterward.
Tell us
Yeah,
about Shanghai before you tell us about
yeah.
Taiwan.
Shanghai is amazing, man. It's fucking. I think all this time we've been lied to about China, like our media,
Yeah.
everybody's saying China is this and that. When I went to China, I was like, man, I feel like the people over there, the Chinese people over there are happy.
Yeah.
It's freedom.
Hmm.
I always thought like, all right, like they restrict religion and all that. But I see more Christmas decorations
Yeah.
in China
Mm.
than in the US. I mean, everywhere we go was decked out in Christmas decoration. And that's a Christian, religion, right? Like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, it makes you feel happy. You just go everywhere. I'm not too religious, but I like,
Positivity.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember your childhood and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nostalgia.
So yeah, so everywhere we go is all decked out, is all like decorated, Christmas trees, lights, and it makes you happy,
Yeah. Shanghai is dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
when I come back to the States, I'm driving like, is it Christmas?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the lights? You know what I'm saying? I see the malls, it's like all dark,
Yeah.
Yeah, a little disappointed, step it up, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing though. The city is very modern.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't really use cash over there.
Mhm.
It's you use your phone. The app is Alipay or WeChat.
WeChat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
WeChat Pay,
Mhm.
and it's nobody cheats you.
Yeah.
Everything's what I'm saying, from cab ride to what I'm saying, restaurant.
Mhm.
Nobody cheats you. Everybody was fair. Everybody,
Beautiful.
yeah. I'm going back.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's how much I love it. We're going back.
And China, like everything's bigger in China.
Yeah,
Everything's like they
yeah,
do it the most, the biggest. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I love
And
that about China.
what's crazy is it's like for a long time I never traveled. I
Yeah.
couldn't travel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't
Tell us
travel.
why you can
Yeah.
travel, Mike.
So when I came to the U.S. at a young age, probably like maybe 5 or 6 years old. Okay, came here as a refugee, and we have a green card, a permanent resident. So at age 19, 20, I have a felony case.
Mhm.
So I didn't know when you have a felony case, they take away your green card.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So when you go to court, they tell you. But
Yeah.
when you go to
It
court,
doesn't
you're young.
register.
Yeah, you don't know what's this. I
Yeah,
thought I'm already a citizen. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So when
Especially living here all your
yeah,
life. Yeah,
yeah,
ever since a kid. Yeah.
yeah. So I did time, and then when it's my release date, I didn't get released. You know, immigration came and picked me up,
Hmm.
and then I had to fight my case for another year. I was locked up another year in immigration court to fight to stay in the U.S. So I won my case. Not many Cambodians win. Okay, so I was lucky to win my case, and I got relief under Convention Against Torture, where if I was to get sent back to Cambodia to get deported to Cambodia, the government over there will kill me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
so I fought my case, and the judge believe what my side.
Yes.
So they released me, but it's under supervision. Okay, so every year I had to check in with ICE.
Hmm.
Okay, uh, and every year you have a date. They'll write a date. You have to go in at that time, that day.
Hmm.
I'll go in, and and then the officer would ask you questions such as, "Have you been in trouble? Have you been doing anything bad? Are you living in the same address, same location, same? Do you have the same number?" Yes, yes, yes. I've been causing no problem. I've been working. The same address, same phone number. Okay, come back next year. They'll write another date. So I've been doing this for like 20 years.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, when Trump came in office the first time, I went to check in, and they tell me, all right, come back another year. So they give me a date another year. A week later, I get a letter from ICE telling me I have to go back for a meeting, and I knew something was going on. So I called my lawyer to go with me.
Hmm.
So my lawyer went with me that day, and as soon as I step in the office, there's one officer in front of me and one behind me. Okay, and they said, "Put your hands behind your back." I said, "For what?" So we're gonna get ready to deport you. Your
Wow.
consulate is in California, in LA. So we're gonna get your paperwork to deport you.
Wow.
So I said, "Oh shit!" You know what I'm saying? So
Man.
in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, if they want to fuck with me, I'll voluntary deport, and I could work anywhere in the world. I'll move my family there. Okay. So anyway, they put me in a cell downstairs from morning all the way till nighttime, and then I had my hoodie on, and I just remember it was just a steel bench, and just by myself. They blast the AC really cold. Okay, and I was like shivering. Right, it's cold. So at nighttime, they shackle me up my legs, my hands. They put me in a bus with like maybe 4 or 5 other guys. And we drove like maybe an hour and a half to the desert. Okay. That
morning.
Same night. Yeah.
Same
Well,
night.
I
Yeah.
stayed there from morning till night.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like maybe midnight.
Mm.
Okay. And then they took us to another ICE detention center.
And how long did you drive?
It's about like an hour and a half.
Oh, an hour and a half.
Okay. And I just
So you're
remember,
like, damn.
yeah, I was like, fuck, man. I was just in my head, I was thinking, now, I might just, they fuck with me. I'm just gonna voluntary deport,
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
So
And this is after 20 years of
after
checking
20
in.
years of checking in, yeah,
For every year,
yeah,
20 years they do this. So.
yeah. So
This is really relevant to today
yeah,
because
yeah.
of what's going on. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry, go on.
So anyway, I was there for maybe, well, the first day I was there, I was talking to my wife, and she said, "Yeah, we're talking to the lawyer, and we'll see what we could do." You know what I'm saying? Your brother's gonna get a lawyer, another lawyer. Okay, because I have a lawyer, but it's not you know what I'm saying, not as good. So we're gonna get another lawyer. Okay. So on the second day I was there, um, it was like maybe in the afternoon. Officer came to my cell. It was like cell with maybe 6 other Cambodian.
Oh.
Okay. So I get a visitor. I was like, man, who the fuck visit me? I'm like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who visit me?
Mhm.
So I didn't know who came to visit. So I went to the visiting room. Then I see my friend came to visit me.
Mhm.
My friend who's a judge.
Who's your friend?
My friend Robert Chu, right?
Yeah. Wow.
He's a
Yeah.
judge, right?
Wow. What amazing.
So he came all the way down. He drove far, right? He
Yeah.
drove, you know what I'm saying, like maybe 2.5, 3 hours
Yeah.
to
What a
come
great
see me.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, he man, that dude, he kind of. I was telling him, look, Robert, you know, man. I said, what you doing now? He said, oh man, I heard from your wife. You know, they got you, so I want to come see you and talk to you. You know,
Mhm.
so so I talked to him. He kind of lifted my spirit a little bit because
Yeah.
you know you at this moment in time I was kind of mad, like what the fuck? You know, I have a life. I have, you know,
Family.
I'm paying taxes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm contributing to the community. I'm
Yeah.
hiring, you know what I'm saying, creating jobs for
Yeah.
people, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
making people's life better.
Mhm.
And this is how they treat me, right? So I'm
Yeah.
kind of mad. But then, you know, when I was talking to Robert, and you know what I'm saying, he helped me out a lot. He's, you know, he's a very
Yeah,
wise,
shout out
yeah,
Robert,
yeah,
man. Yeah,
Robert,
amazing,
man.
man.
It's my
Shout out to
brother,
you.
man. That guy,
Yeah.
yeah. Love that guy a lot. He's my, you know.
Mhm.
So, so when I talked to him, you know, he's kind of, you know, made me feel better, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, knowing that I have support like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's
So, so I went to my cell. You know, in my cell, this other Cambodian, and you know, they're asking me about the case and that. I said, look, man, I don't know. I'm on the same boat as you are. You
yeah,
know,
I know as
like,
much as you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything, you know.
Mhm.
And then on the third day,
Were those guys here in the United States for a long time too? And
yeah, yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
and they weren't getting in trouble or nothing like that too?
I don't know their case, but you know, they speak good English,
Good English, so they
so
lived here. Yeah.
they've been here for a while.
What were roughly their ages, Mike? Like in
There
their
are
40s,
some,
like
yeah, there are some a little older than me, and then there's mostly younger than me.
so it's like
Yeah.
40, but 40, not
Yeah,
super
yeah,
young
yeah.
though,
Not
right?
super young. Yeah,
Wow, so
yeah.
40s and 50s.
30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
got picked up too.
yeah.
Mm.
So they're in there. Most likely they're getting deported.
What year was
Yeah.
this, Mo?
This was the first term of Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I forgot the year.
Whatever year
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
So anyway, the third day,
Mm.
I called my wife up, and she said, they're gonna
Was there a
release
phone in
you.
the cell?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So there's a phone in the no, not in the cell. Is in the rec room.
But do you get to access
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
rec
you
room
get it. Yeah, you get
anytime
access.
you want?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
anytime before bedtime.
Okay, yeah.
So I talked to my wife, and she said tomorrow you're getting released.
Mm.
I said how?
Yeah.
Say, oh, we have a lawyer, and your brother got a lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
and the lawyer said they hold you illegally because you are granted Convention Against Torture.
Yes.
Say,
By a judge.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't release you, we'll get the media over there,
Mhm.
and then we'll also file a lawsuit on them. So sure enough, the next day I was released.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
amazing.
Yeah, my wife came pick me up. Yeah,
Wow.
so that was
That's
cool, right?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
so anyway, once I got released, I talked to my new lawyer. I said, so how do I stop this from happening? Like they
Yeah.
say they made a mistake by picking me up because they lost my paperwork. I said, how do I stop that from happening? And she told me, they could always do this. They could always say they lose their paper and they'll pull you back in.
Man.
I said, I don't want this to happen. I
Yeah.
said, is there anything I could do?
Mhm.
She said, the only way is to get a pardon from the governor.
Mhm.
So I said, a pardon from the governor? I said, who am I? I'm just a regular dude, right?
Yeah.
He said, well, that's the only way. I said, what do I have to do to get a pardon? So we have to get a pardon attorney. I said, find me a pardon attorney. I'll do whatever it takes.
Mhm.
So, you know, I talked to the pardon attorney. He told me what I need, right?
Mhm.
And then she told me I need support letters from the community.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, this is very important too because a lot of people are in my
in this
situation
situation right now.
that don't have a pardon. They might face deportation. So this is important. So I asked my deportation lawyer. I said, "What do I have to do to to get
Pardon.
a pardon?" So you gotta get support letters from people you know, the community, your friends. Write things about how they know you and your character, and what they think of you.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, I'll get that done for you. I talked to all my friends. These guys, man. Yeah, Mark Fleischman, Robert Jew. I have my brother. Have people that own the gym. A lot of business owner. A lot of law enforcement. They all was willing to help me out.
Yeah, amazing.
They wrote letters. They put their stamp on. They put their number. They put a letter telling the judge, if you need me to testify. Okay, Mark Fleischman, man, warrior.
Shout out to Mark.
Yeah, much respect to that man right there. So he's in the law enforcement for 45 years. Okay, and I met him as a client. Okay, he's a client of mine in the beginning. He became a good friend. Okay, just because he can relate to me. Okay, let me tell you a story about Mark. Right?
Yeah.
So when I was working with Mark, he in the beginning he never told me he was a police officer. Okay, because he don't know me, and I understand. All right. After we get to talking and knowing each other better, then he tells me what he does for what he does for a living. And he's a SIS unit, right? So these guys are few, with the top, you know what I'm saying? So
they're like the training day guys.
yeah, yeah. So that was his prior job. He retired from there, and he was working another job, also law enforcement, right? So with him, he always invite me to the shooting range. He said, Mike, man, I gotta take you to the range, man. You know what I'm saying? He tells me he's a tactical trainer, okay? So firearm instructor. So he said, man, you like guns? I'll, you know what I'm saying? Go to fire range with me. So he tells me that, uh, every time I see him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and like one day I said, look, Mark, like, you're my good friend, man. I want to tell you the truth, man.
Yeah.
I have a felony before when I was younger, and I can't be around guns.
Yeah.
Okay. He said, look, Mike, man, I don't judge you.
He's like, I already knew.
Yeah,
Probably.
he probably already know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so he's a wise man, and
Yeah.
very very wise, right?
Yeah.
So he said, look, Mike, I don't judge you for your past. It's what you do. I see what you do. You know what I'm saying? You're a family man. You're hardworking. You're, you know what I'm saying, model guy. You know what I'm saying? He said, if they know what I did when I was younger, I would never have been a cop. You know what I'm saying? So your past doesn't define who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, very wise man. So, you know what I'm saying? And he said, look, whatever you need, anything you need, you know what I'm saying, you just call me. You know what I'm saying? And till this day, even through his busy schedule, no matter where he at, I could text him or call him. He never, more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes, he will respond to me. That's how good he is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, amazing. You know what I'm saying? So much respect to him. And Robert Jew, man, dude, that guy helped me out a lot. He wrote me a great letter. And I think without him too, it's very hard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I always figure if I never try for this part, I would never got it, right? So what do I have to lose? Okay, so I had these people, write me letters, the community write me letters, and then I have a court date. Now this court date I have to go to is the court where my case was.
So
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah.
Is the pardon attorney, is all he told you is that you need these community letters?
Yes.
Oh, he didn't say anything else other than that?
Nothing else.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
it's
on.
step by step.
Okay, do
So
that
I
first.
gave him these letters.
Mhm,
Then he sent it to the court.
mhm.
Okay. And then after that, I get a court date.
And it's the court from your previous case,
Yes.
or your federal INS
No, no,
court?
no.
Okay,
It's a criminal court.
okay, criminal court. Okay, yeah.
So I have a court date, and then that day, I'm dressed up. I have my wife with me, my kids, and we go to court. And I'm nervous.
How long after you got the support letters did they call you
This
for
was like
court?
maybe I couldn't remember, but I'm thinking around 3 months.
Okay, oh,
Okay.
pretty fast.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that day when I go to court, well, before going to court, okay, this is how crazy. Before going to court, people that wrote me letters called me up. Hey, Mike, the
They called him.
DA called me and was asking about you.
Mm.
I said, well, what they want, like, you know what I'm saying? So just ask me about the letter, how they know you, how you know me, you know what I'm saying, about your character. I said, what do you tell them? I said, well, whatever you wrote in the letter, we just tell them. I said, oh, we're fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? I said,
Yeah.
whatever they wrote me
Yeah.
is me.
Yeah.
That's me right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on that court day, I was nervous because I always remember watching these crime show and then these DAs and these it's very intimidating. So I went there. The judge called my name, and they asked questions to the DA about um, do you accept his certificate of rehabilitation?
The judge asked the DA that.
Yeah,
On that side of the DA, it was only the DA,
yeah,
and then it was you and your attorney.
yeah.
Okay, go on.
So they asked the DA, okay, and DA said one word. He said, nope.
Wow, man.
And then the judge, say, all right, Mr. Lau, I grant you your certificate of rehabilitation. So I was happy. I was like,
But
oh,
so
shit.
even though she said, wait, okay,
Yeah.
I don't think I followed it. Okay,
Yeah.
he asked her, do you accept that his
That I've been
certificate?
rehabilitated.
And she said no.
Yeah.
The
Well, he said no.
The DA said no.
Yeah.
But the judge still granted.
Well, no. So do you have any objection?
Oh, do you object to it?
Yeah,
Okay, yes, yeah.
Does he have any objection?
Yes, okay, yeah. Okay, to clarify.
So he said no, right?
Okay,
so
I was about to say like, man, no, that's horrible. Yeah. Okay, but he doesn't object, so he's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool with it.
He's cool with it.
Yeah.
So the judge granted me a certificate of rehabilitation.
What is this thing? Yeah.
So I was happy. I thought, that's it. I got my pardon.
Yeah.
I asked my lawyer, so that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was thinking, man, it's so easy.
Yeah.
I said, no, this is the first step. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, the judge with the certificate of rehabilitation, that's just a recommendation from the judge to the governor that you have been rehabilitated. Yeah. So they'll send that to the governor's office. Mm. I said, well, when do I hear from the governor? Yeah. He said, well, you might never hear from him if you're denied. Wow. If he accepted, if he offer you a pardon, then you'll hear from him. If not, then you won't hear from him. Damn. I said, how long do I have to wait? He said, we don't know. That's like being INS back in the days. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a lost cause. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, you know what I'm saying? The attorney costs a lot. So for people out there. Okay, so it's crazy, right? So I have paid attorney before, and this attorney was a pro bono. Oh wow. Yeah, it's pro bono. Oh, but what organization? It's from CRAC. Man, shout out to them, man. Yeah. What does CRAC stand for? Southeast Asian Reaching or something. Yeah. SEA RAC, RAC. RAC. Yeah. Look them up. SEARAC. They helped out Mike pardon via a governor's pardon. Yeah. So these attorneys, I think they're nonprofit and they're way better than any paid attorney. They know what they're doing. That's what they expert, do. Yeah. So I mean, as long as you give them what they ask for.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you're actually an
Yeah.
upstanding
Yeah.
citizen,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you got the
Yeah.
recommendation
Yeah.
and the letter, support letter. That's why it worked. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So you have to submit uh, letters to showing good moral character, and then you have to submit like your if you have wife or kids, pictures, and you know what I'm saying, tax. You've been filing your tax. You have to
Yeah.
submit your tax form.
Mhm.
I did all that. So whatever they ask me, I find a way to get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now I'm just waiting right now, right? So they tell me that and I'm like, oh fuck, I thought I what I'm saying, won
Yeah.
my case.
Yeah.
So so I'm just going through my normal life again. Still checking in. Okay, I still have to check in.
Annual check-in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Every time I
And
check
not
in.
knowing
Yeah, yeah.
if you're gonna
Not
get
knowing if
taken.
yeah. So just doing my thing, going to work, and just in the back of my mind, like, oh man, are they gonna fuck with me? That's it.
Yeah, man, what a way to
Yeah.
live again, man. Yeah.
So
That's what people are going through now. Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So one day I was out in I was going on a little vacation with my family again, but we're just going to a different state.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because at this time you can travel international,
Yeah, I could travel
domestic,
domestically,
yeah,
but I can't
nationally.
travel international yet.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I was in Seattle and I look at my phone and there's a call ID is California State Parole.
They're calling or you missed the call?
They're calling me.
Okay, nice.
California. Oh no, California Board of Prison.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why the fucking Board of Prison? This must be important.
Yeah.
I better pick
Pick it
this up.
up. Yeah.
So I picked it up, and somebody, officer, calling, asking, "Is this Mr. Lau?" And I said, "Yes, it is." So, well, yes, I was want to ask, what have you been doing since you've been released? Yeah, since you've been out of prison, what you've been doing? You know what I'm saying? How's your like, describe to me like your life and stuff. So I just tell him, look, officer, I have a wife, I have two kids. I work. I'm a tattoo artist. I mentor people. Uh, my free time, I do jujitsu, and that's about it. My life
Yeah, yeah.
revolve around my
My
family and
at
work.
yeah.
Okay. He said, okay. I'll make a recommendation to the governor.
Wow.
And
That's a crazy call.
oh, thank you. I didn't know if that's good or bad if I
Yeah.
give him the right answer or the wrong
Oh,
answer.
because
I'm
he
like,
doesn't give you
yeah,
no
yeah.
feedback.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh man, so, okay, that's
Right.
another step, right?
Yeah.
So, this is like 1.5 year now since I first started the process.
Oh,
Right?
wow. So it's
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe another 6 months down the line. Okay, I was working and I get a call ID. Yeah, I leave my phone next to my work because I don't, what I'm saying, I get a lot of calls.
Yeah.
And it was something really important.
You'll see
I
it,
have to
yeah.
pick it up. Okay. So I see California governor's office.
Wow. And how long was this from?
This is about 6 months
6 months,
after
okay, yeah.
the board of prison called
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So I look at the call ID and I say,
Wow.
oh shit. So I picked it up and I asked for Mr. Lau. I said, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So all right, I have good news for you.
Wow.
He said the governor really liked your story and he offered you a full and unconditional pardon.
Wow.
I said, oh, what the hell?
Wow.
Yeah, I was so happy, man. I was like,
Wow.
I hit the lottery.
Yeah, you
That's
did
how I
hit the
felt.
lottery though.
I felt
Yeah.
like before I was living, but I was still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I feel like
I'm really
I'm
free.
free.
Like really got released.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a weight lifted off my shoulder. Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got that call, they
Man.
say they'll send me my pardon in the mail.
Wow.
Once I get the pardon, I told my attorney I want to get my citizenship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they filed for my citizenship. And I waited maybe another year. Okay. So I went in for my naturalization interview. So I went in. Oh man, I had the worst luck, man.
Why?
Had this crazy lady that was the immigration officer,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as I went in, she asked for my driver license and my green card. So I put my driver license on the table, and I had some paperwork that I'm filing for renewal of my green card because I don't have a green card, okay, because I lost it. So she looks at the paper. She looks up at me. She started yelling, "I didn't ask for all this. Ask for your driver license and your green card."
Man.
I said, "Oh, sorry, officer. These are paperwork for renewing my green card. I lost my green card."
Yeah.
"You lost it?"
Yeah.
You know, like I'll start being hysterical, right?
Yeah.
I said, she said, "Where you lose it at?"
Yeah.
I said, "I lost it many years ago. I don't know
Yeah.
where it's at. So
Yeah.
I'm filing for a renewal."
Yeah.
All right. So I said, "I have an attorney with me, but he's in the restroom." You know what I'm saying? And then she said, "Okay, when he comes, I'll let him in." Okay. I said, "Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I need my attorney."
Yeah. How come
So
he didn't go in there with you? They just called you
he
in.
said my attorney told me,
Mm-hmm.
if they call you in, let me know. I'm gonna be
Oh,
right
okay.
back. So I'm
Oh.
thinking he went to the restroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they called me when he left.
Oh man, the odds.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
know, crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I was in there, and then I get a text from my attorney. "Don't start without me. I'll be there in 10 minutes."
Oh, what? That's too long.
Right?
Yeah.
So I said, "Excuse me, officer. I just got a text from my attorney. He said he'll be here in 10 minutes."
You lying?
She looks up at me. "Get out of here.
Oh man.
Get out of here." I said, "Why?"
Yeah.
I said, "I don't." She said, "I don't like you lying to me. You told me your attorney was in the restroom. The restroom's around the corner."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, that's what he told me."
Yeah.
So get out of here.
Damn.
So I step out the office. I said, "What the fuck? The interview's over?"
Oh no. Yeah.
And then I went out to the hallway, and I was mad at my attorney, man.
Yeah.
He came running down the hallway, and I saw him. I said, "Man, where the fuck you at?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I cussed him out, man.
Yeah.
"Where the fuck you
Of
at?"
course, man. You pay him.
Yeah. "Oh, I'm sorry. I had another client down the hall."
Yeah.
I said, "Look, man, they called me in, and they think I was lying to
I'll
her."
be like, you better go back in there.
She said I was lying to her because I said you were in a restroom.
Yeah.
Okay. And she told me to get out.
Yeah.
Let me go talk to somebody. So she talked to them. I mean, my attorney talked to the front office, and they said I have to wait in line again
Was that long?
for another like maybe another like 2 hours or so.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
So they called me again. Now I have an attorney.
Yeah.
This lady
Yeah.
became all sweet.
Oh man.
Crazy, right? So first thing she
Wow.
license
Yeah.
and green card on the table. So I put my license there, and I tell my attorney to talk to her.
Yeah.
The attorney say, "Oh, his green card, he's filing for the renewal. He don't have it. He lost it many years ago."
Yeah.
Okay, so he run down all this, ask me all the questions.
Yeah.
Everything passed. Everything's good. Um, and then she goes and said, "Well, you know, this is my first pardon case, so I couldn't give you an answer right now. You'll get a letter in the mail in 30 days." In 30 days, I get a letter. I was denied
What?
because I haven't showed good moral character in uh, 3 years or 5 years. I said, "Man, I've been showing good moral character for
20 years.
20 years,
Yeah.
right?"
Yeah.
And my lawyer said, "Oh, they make a mistake. Let me write a letter to them." Wrote a letter. Then the letter came back. "No, you're still denied.
Wow.
Okay, you have to wait 3 more years."
Whoa. To reapply.
No, 5 years.
To reapply.
So I reapply again after like 3 years. Well, at that time it's like a year and a half more.
Like an appeal or something?
No, I filed under marriage under my wife because she's a citizen.
Oh yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I filed for that, and then I got another interview, and I passed everything. And they
granted
say we'll you no, they granted me
Citizenship.
my citizenship, right? So
Wow.
they say wait in the mail for your ceremony, swearing in ceremony.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, you don't know
So
how
happy.
happy I am,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, but let's go back a little bit though.
Yeah.
How did you know to bring an attorney to the naturalization interview?
You know what?
Yeah,
I'd rather pay,
yeah,
just to be safe. Because
yeah.
a lot of people that go in there,
And you get denied
no. A lot of
uh,
people without a criminal
representation.
history
Oh,
is easier. Okay, as long as there's no crime, they've been working,
yeah.
and you've been a green card holder for a certain amount of years, you'll get it. You answer everything correctly. Okay, because of my case, I said, let me get an attorney with me. That way, uh, I get representation, and they're more respectful toward me because
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
I look, and even
yeah,
though I'm dressed nice and everything,
yeah,
I'm still, I'm saying,
yeah, yeah.
they still look at me like I'm
A
still
gangster, a
a
thug or
thug or
something.
something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, when I went for my interview, I dressed nice, respectful because I respect the what I'm saying, United States laws
Yeah.
and the office,
Yeah.
so I want to be presentable. I've
Hmm.
seen many people go in there in sweatpants,
Yeah.
sweatshirts,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at them like they
Yeah.
don't take this seriously. They don't know how bad I want it,
Yeah.
and for them it's easy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so once I got my citizenship,
Yeah.
I quickly went and got a passport.
Yeah.
Okay, mind you, uh, before, before, if I didn't have a wife or kid, I would never think about traveling.
Hmm.
Okay? I would never think about going
Yeah.
anywhere.
Cause
Okay,
you just like to work. That's
I
what.
like
Yeah.
to
That's how.
work, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
in my mind we have the best of everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that's how I am. Like
You're
why?
grateful. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. Why do I have to go this country, that country? We have the best here. We have the
Yeah.
best beach. We have the best mountain. We have the best nightlife. We have the best food.
Mm.
So that's all I think about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And because I don't know, I'm like, like I never travel uh out of the state. I mean, out of the state before I met my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my wife kind of she um she made me think of the world is bigger. Okay, there's other places you have to see in order to appreciate life. Okay, so without her, like, or the kids, I wouldn't think about going Europe or
Yeah.
Asia, or what I'm saying. So I would never, I wouldn't even go, what I'm saying, New York or anything
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, LA, if you want to see me, come see me. If not,
Yeah.
I'm not going to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, so that's a blessing. She opened up my eyes to, what I mean, like better things in life, like
Mm.
opera. Like opera's gay,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would never fucking go and sit and
Yeah.
watch an opera, right? In
Yeah.
my mind, because where we're from, like,
Yeah.
that's gay, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
grown
Opera.
men watching opera.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fucking I watch it because her,
Mm.
my kids,
Yeah.
and you know what, I enjoy it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
It's
saying?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, after I watch it, I respect it, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Without them.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without them, hell no. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But with my family kid,
Yeah.
is good. It's a good experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So traveling the world, it wasn't for them. Yeah, I would never. You know what I'm saying? Never done that. Yeah. I would just be over here and be content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't experience life. I would just live in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once I got my citizenship, I pay extra just to get my passport in 2 days.
Expedited. Yeah.
Book a flight already. Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I tell my wife, I say,
Where'd you first
book a
go?
flight. We're going to Europe first. I
Europe
just want to
first.
see Europe. I like to see old shit
Yeah.
like buildings,
Architecture.
castles, architecture, streets. I just want to see some old, they like
Mm.
back in the days, building, right, thousands of years old.
Yeah.
So I went to Europe, France, went to the UK. Those
Yeah.
are my first trip.
Mhm.
Okay. And then I went to Spain, Portugal, Japan, I hear a lot about Japan. I got tested out. I went to
Yeah.
Japan,
Yeah.
went to China,
Yeah.
Taiwan. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you
Crazy.
know what I'm saying. And there's more countries. I wanna go around the world except for
Yeah.
India.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Maybe India one day, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
What what a amazing story of like perseverance and hope, you know what I mean, Mike,
yeah,
right? And so I hope people out there can take some of the steps that you took, but all of those steps would be obsolete if you weren't the guy you are, Mike, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
The person you are, the dope dude the I know you are, you know what I mean? The big brother to me, the mentor to me, the great husband to your wife, the great dad to your kids, the great mentor to all your students, the great friend to all the people that wrote you support letters, the community activist and leader that I know you are, and and if you are like that, and you can take the same steps that Mike took, and God willing, hopefully something like that, they can experience traveling like you.
yeah. I mean, it's like you know, find somebody you could travel with. You know what I'm saying? That it'll make it more fun, right? So
Yeah.
listen, you travel like some people solo travel. To me, it's no fun. But
Mm,
if I see, I can see myself like if I wasn't with the people I love,
mm, mm.
it's no fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
um, and in life, you got to find the right person, right? Like you found the right person, everything. The right person support you. Okay, very important. You know, your significant other could make or break you. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Mm,
luckily I found somebody
mm,
that really helps me out and support me, right? So
yeah.
even like in the beginning of my career, tattooing, nobody knows me, right? So you need uh, let's say you're tattooing at a convention. Okay, you're tattooing, you're just another tattooer in a convention, right?
Mm,
So luckily my wife, she's pretty, she's young, she helped promote
mm,
while I was tattooing. She's talking to people, and she got me in like a magazine and stuff like that, where
mm,
people start noticing my work because they wouldn't have come and see my work it wasn't for her, right?
yeah.
So I always tell people, get yourself like if you're in a relationship, make sure it's somebody who's gonna support you. Okay, because
Yeah.
if you got a hater in your relationship, you're not going nowhere, man. You know what I'm saying? You tearing each other down. Right. So find somebody that's compatible, that could see your vision, see your dream. Uh, if you found that person, both of you guys will rise up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
If you're always headbutting, both of you guys going down. Right.
yeah.
So in the beginning of my career, my wife helped me out a lot in that aspect, like supporting my career, helping boost up having more eyes see my work. My work could be the best if nobody sees it. It don't mean nothing, right? You're not gonna get no clientele, international clientele, people flying over from different country, different state, come and get tattooed from you. You only getting local people.
Yeah.
Now, if you have what I'm saying, like you know, somebody that could help promote you or help be your number one supporter and just keep on, what I'm saying. Let's say she's out shopping or something like that, and they see her tattoo. Who did it? Oh, my husband did. He's a great tattoo artist. Check him out. Here's his IG. If you want any work, all the guys over there, they're really good. So they help promote, right? So everybody who's, what I'm saying, like an artist, especially a tattoo artist, right? Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, supposed to help support you, okay? Supposed to help promote you. Should be your number one fan, okay? Because when they win, you win, right? So if you support each other, both of you guys will rise up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's a blessing. Like we found good ladies in our life. That's why we are here, right?
Yeah.
Imagine like if I didn't have a family, I don't think I'll be doing this, man.
Yeah.
I'll still be doing stupid shit, living life recklessly. Now I have kind of like a discipline myself where I have a routine. I have a you know what I'm saying a structure what I have to do in life. Okay, I have to be a role model to my kids, my peers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's around me, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the guys that you know be fucking up all the time and just asking for help.
Yeah.
I'm the you know what I'm saying? I want to lead by example.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's very important to have somebody that support you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Family, wife, you know, your significant other. That's the first one to has to support you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I've seen people that don't support each other.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen artists where let's say they're a guy, they're tattooing girls, the wife get mad,
Yeah.
they get jealous. How you gonna make how's your husband gonna be successful and bring money home, pay the rent and everything if you don't let him fucking do tattoo on a female?
Yeah.
I've seen that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
And
I've
then
seen yeah.
it stops his success, right?
So both you guys are miserable. You guys
Yeah.
going home with no money, looking each other in the face, arguing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still like, oh, I came home making money today.
Yeah.
Man, not because you don't let me tattoo on female. Now I'm broke today.
Yeah.
But what you do? Look at each other in the face, no
No
food,
money.
right?
No food.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've seen shit like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why, like, it's very important to me, like,
Who you choose.
yeah, before if you're in a new relationship and it's starting to look like you know what I'm saying, she's not supportive or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's a new relationship. You have to tell her if you want your life to be good or you want us to be good, you have to be supportive.
Yeah.
And it should be automatic. You shouldn't even be telling her.
Yeah.
It should be automatic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Warren,
yeah.
I read this from Warren Buffett. It said the biggest determining factor whether you're going to be successful or not is who you choose as a partner.
That's true, man. That's true.
Wow,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's
So that's
that's
what
the
you just
fact. Yeah,
explained.
that's
Yeah,
fact right there. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? If man, yeah, I can see myself like a lot of things I have. It's because my partner, right, my wife, right. We've been together like fucking 20 something years, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
know her, right? Before
Yeah,
we got married,
yeah,
yeah, a
yeah.
long time,
Amazing, yeah. And
and
she was
yeah.
there before you were
Yeah, yeah.
successful, you
So
know?
before I was, when we were broke, we are
Yeah,
living in, you know what I'm saying, like fucking motel to motel. Where you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, we weren't even, you know what I'm saying, we couldn't even rent a place,
yeah,
and she was with me. Right?
yeah,
Who's gonna be with a loser who don't even have a place to live at,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But she's with me since back in the days till now, right?
And she supported you.
Yeah.
Now you take her all over the
Yeah, yeah.
world.
So now she's the one that deserve everything, right?
Yeah,
So everything I have is,
yeah,
wherever you want to go, we go. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
yeah, so she wants to go somewhere, because of me. She couldn't travel many years because she didn't want to go without me.
yeah,
Now that I could travel,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Wherever she want to go, we go.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And so out of all the places you named, which one you like, man?
I like every country
Different.
differently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Some I like for, they like architecture,
yeah,
the culture. Every place I go to, people are very friendly. They're very friendly. I hear people say, "Oh, France or Spain, they're very rude."
mhm,
I feel like the people there are really friendly.
yeah,
I go there before I go. I research
mhm,
how to say hello, how to say thank you.
yeah,
You know, certain little phrases
yeah.
in their language.
They appreciate the effort,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
So I'll make small talk with them.
Mhm,
They might seem a little grumpy when I first go in the taxi. They're a little grumpy. I'll speak a little French. You know what I'm saying? And merci beaucoup, or you know what I'm saying, fucking, fucking bonjour, stuff like that, little stuff, right? And now they're smiling, and then I speak a little, like, I'm sorry, little French, English, and then they'll speak broken English to me,
yeah,
and they're happy
yeah,
everywhere I go, either the hotel or the restaurant,
yeah,
and they instantly they smile now.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now you have that mentality where you think you're from the U.S.
mhm,
and you're above them or you're better than them.
mm,
Now, of course, they're gonna be rude to you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you gotta respect everywhere you go to.
mm,
Respect their culture, their food, their people,
yeah,
and they'll be friendly.
yeah, yeah. You gotta give respect first.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Just
respect
everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere you travel to, just learn little things little words of their language, and
Mhm.
it'll make things a lot easier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's good advice. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, everywhere I've been, I love it.
yeah, yeah.
I
You
love
had a
it.
good
Yeah,
time. Everybody was friendly to
everywhere.
you, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
hear
It's
people
the
say,
best.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear it's like people say, oh, a certain country they're rude. I'm like, oh, let me experience myself, then I'll make my judgment.
You,
Everywhere I go to, everybody was friendly to me.
you said something that I picked up earlier, Mike. You're saying, oh, if it wasn't for your family, you have the best here, and you're like, so why travel outside when you have the best here? But you have that mentality is because of where you came from, and you've been in prison, you've been through the struggle. Me and you've been through it together. We've had nothing. We came up from nothing, and and so now we are grateful at the things we have.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
right, right.
yeah,
At
that's a good way to
first,
put it. Yeah, because that's
yeah,
my mentality. Like,
yeah.
oh, you came from a box. You're you know what I'm saying? Like you're locked up in a box.
Mhm.
Now you're out in freedom.
Mhm.
You know, cheeseburger will be
Yeah, the
fucking
best.
gourmet. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
But not everybody has that.
yeah,
That's why when they travel, it's like if it ain't one thing, it's another. They're complaining
yeah.
because they're just not grateful. You know what I mean, like that.
Hmm.
But when you come from struggle, you can come from nothing. You learn how to appreciate, and you're like that. That's why when you travel, you have this positive attitude because you're grateful and you're respectful, and then you get it back in return. You know, like that. But
Yeah.
when people say that, it's because they aren't happy here. They're not happy there. You know what I mean? Like
They're
that.
not happy in life.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So you just went to Shanghai and Taiwan
Oh,
recently?
we went to before that we went to Vietnam also.
Mm,
Vietnam, and then we had a little stay in the Philippines.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, those are just a good experience. I want to
super
see
good. Yeah.
what people live out there, how
Mm-hmm.
they live. So a lot of time when I go there, I was like, wow, man, these people are really cool. Like in Vietnam, I thought it was like a maybe a third world country and a lot of scams. Say, man, nobody cheat you. Nobody, everybody was honest. Everybody was fair. Nobody,
You got
nobody
Starbucks.
playing any scams or anything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Everybody was cool.
Well, not to you, Mike, because
Yeah,
look
I
at
mean,
you. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
everywhere, yeah,
yeah,
everywhere I go, man, like, it's just speaking a little bit the language, make them
yeah.
smile, and then that's it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's beautiful, man.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's good advice, man. You know,
yeah,
you gotta lead with respect, you can get respect.
yeah.
And so that's dope that all of this has transpired in the past few years and you're getting to travel now. All this traveling, what do you take from that or what have you learned from that? Mhm.
Um, when you travel, I see people that like when you travel the world, um, you don't think yourself like where what I was thinking before, like, oh, we have the best of everything. When I travel other places, I see, oh man, these people are living too, like they're really enjoying life. Their life's so peaceful, stuff like that. Like you see amazing like architectures, they're building, the craftsmanship of their building, like United States, especially LA, California, we're new, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe
United States is new in general. Yeah.
100 years old, whatever. They're like
200 years
yeah,
old. Yeah.
200 years old. But our buildings, like it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. Less than
it's
100
new,
years old.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
less
yeah.
than 100.
Mm.
So when I traveled to Europe, man, like Portugal, man, I went to this restaurant that's like the oldest running restaurant in the world, man. It's like in a cave. Like you go downstairs, like the buildings like all like in a brick building, right? And
Yeah.
you're going down there, and everything is tiny, it's tight.
Hmm.
Um, and you see like over there they can't tear down the building and just build a new building a mini mall or something like that. They respect the architecture,
Yeah.
so they preserve it. All right,
Yeah.
they restore it. They put electrical and all that. What I'm saying, make it modern, but the outside, the inside, everything's all like you're stepping back in time. So
It's
that's amazing
amazing.
for me to see. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the roads. When I see the construction worker was repairing a piece of street that was uneven.
Yeah.
They did it the old-fashioned way. They took
Wow.
a big block of stone and they cut it into little squares
Yeah.
and they lay it down
Like
like the
cobblestone
yeah,
kind of. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I was
Yeah.
like, wow. And,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
these stones been there for thousands of years
Yeah.
probably,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It just it just wows you, right? So sometimes we think we have the best until we see other part of the world and like, wow,
Yeah.
they have something amazing too, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one thing when I was traveling in Europe, I felt like the more east I went, the older, like closer to Greece. So it's like the what we know as like Western civilization started in Greece,
Mm-hmm.
Athens, Greece, like
Yeah.
Western thinking. And then so if you go back, if you go to like modern day France. It used to be Gaul, but it was conquered by like Romans, by the Italians. The Italians went up north to I mean like the Romans went up north across the English Channel to England, and then modernized that Western westernized that. But prior to the Romans were the Greeks, and then they're older. You know what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like the more you travel east, like the older it
Yeah,
gets. It's just
yeah,
older and older and older.
yeah.
And then until you get to Greece, and I was like, I see the first hospital ever, and
Wow.
then the first amphitheater ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first democracy ever, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just it reminds you like number one is like our problems aren't that big. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the world's so vast, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it made me being able to travel and see those things like a little more grateful for sure, but also more positive, more
Yeah.
like happy, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah. Did it do that
It's
for you too, Mike?
yeah, it makes I mean it just blow my mind, they
Yeah,
like
yeah,
my
yeah.
mind was small.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like wow, they
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
see shit that like wow, like
yeah,
some stuff like damn, they did this back in the days before machinery,
yeah,
right?
man.
And they're doing it
Craftsmanship.
piece by piece, and each stone is perfect. Everything is perfect. It's like like the carving big giant stone statue,
Yeah,
handmade.
yeah, yeah,
Before machinery.
yeah.
Before
Look at the
electric.
cathedrals, right? Like
Yeah,
how the art in the
yeah.
cathedrals,
Every
man.
tiny little
Yeah,
pieces, all yeah. Everything is art over there. That's why
yeah,
you get so many great artists come from Europe
yeah, the
because they
Renaissance, man.
wake up. Art is all around them, right?
Yeah, it's inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, every time I go there, I get inspired. I come back, I want to do
yeah,
better art too.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we
yeah,
get inspired, man. Like,
yeah,
still have to say, wherever I go,
mm,
the food in America is way better.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We have the best steak. We
yeah,
have the best
yeah.
Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
I ate Chinese food in China. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's not that. Yeah,
Uh, Vietnamese food. I ate Vietnamese food in Vietnam.
yeah, it's not
We
that.
still have the best.
Yeah. Well, why do
Yeah.
you think that's so, man?
I think our food's full of chemical. That's
Yeah, yeah,
why.
and it's like made for us to taste, and we're
Yeah,
used to
but
that.
I love the food over here, man.
Yeah,
Especially like in Southern California, in
yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
Like
Vegas, the best.
we have
Yeah,
the best, and we have
that too.
access. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
excess for
we have
real.
access.
Buffets.
We have to control ourselves.
Did you go to Buckingham Buffet this past New Year's?
No, no,
Buckingham
no.
Buffet is my favorite.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
mine
I
too.
love
But
that
I've
place.
been there
Yeah,
so many times.
yeah, 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 yeah. And then so what else has been going on? Have you been training, Mike? I know you're a big
I haven't
proponent
been
of training.
training jujitsu lately.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly just doing more cardio,
Mm-hmm.
and weightlifting.
Mm-hmm.
I do these. I want to get my wife and daughter involved in working out also.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm working out, I'll usually do, let's say on my day off, I'll do a morning session with my son, and we'll do weights,
Mm-hmm.
and then weights. I hold mitt for him, so he'll do some boxing with me, and then in the evening time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do like maybe a 30-minute hit workout with my wife and my daughter and my son also. And we just jump around. We'll put on YouTube a 30-minute hit workout, and we just follow the program.
Perfect, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So 30 minute, man,
kills you,
kick your
right?
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's good, man.
yeah.
That's awesome, mom.
So
Yeah.
it's like and it's enjoyable for the family when you do it together, and
Mm-hmm.
you have something to follow. You have a timer to tell you, you're working out with the TV, so it has a
Yeah,
timer,
yeah, yeah,
and 30 minutes fly by.
yeah,
You're exhausted, you're sweaty,
yeah.
and that's it, man.
And you have a beautiful gym to do it
Oh
in,
my
man.
God, man.
You built the best gym.
Dude. I always dream of a gym when I was,
Mm-hmm.
when I have nothing, when I'm, um, growing up, I was always wanted a gym, and then when I have the means, that's the first thing I did when I bought my house. Before when I buy my house, this recent one, the first thing I do is when a realtor asks me, let's check the inside. I said, no, let me check the backyard first.
Mhm.
I went to many houses. As soon as I step in the backyard, I look at it. I said, nope, not. I said, oh, you haven't seen the inside. I don't care about the inside. I can
Mhm.
decorate the inside, but I want to make sure I have enough room to build my gym.
Wow.
So I found a place where, you know what I'm saying, it's
Yeah.
big enough where I could build the gym the way I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome, man.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's,
yeah. Yeah.
we should train, man. Go in,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
One day we'll film a training session.
Yeah, we'll do a training session. Lance will
Yeah,
film us and do a Q&A. We'll talk about
yeah.
martial arts and stuff like that, and what's been going on in the UFC now and stuff like that.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
man,
There's been a lot of cool stuff going on. Ilya Tapor, have you been watching? You've been keeping up
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. With
UFC?
his wife. Remember I tell you about
Yeah.
haters?
Wow,
What I
wow.
say?
Ilya Taporia is a
Yeah,
double champion in the
yeah.
UFC now. He's featherweight champion as well as lightweight
Lightweight
champion.
champion. Yeah,
And right now, he had to give up his belt because he has a such personal issue going on with his wife right now. So
yeah,
yeah, and just what Mike was talking about, like who you choose as a partner.
yeah. Look,
And this guy is like the top of the top fighters in the world, and the top 0.00001% of men out there.
yeah.
And his problem is his wife.
Yeah, his
And
wife, trying to, say like not supportive, right? So
yeah,
we don't know what's going on in the relationship. I don't want to jump to conclusions
yeah,
and stuff like
right, right,
that,
right.
but
But as
just
what have
yeah,
we seen? Is that
yeah.
what they're
It's what
saying?
we're seeing is like they if you don't have a supportive significant other, bad shit. Nobody will progress. Then he lost it. He have to give up his belt. Have to be. It's pretty stressful. Can't think about fighting. Can't think about his
Yeah,
career. So everything stopped right now, right?
yeah.
So same thing when it go to tattoo. Like if you're having that kind of problem, you can't really concentrate on your work. You can't really tattoo people. You can't really think about design. All you think about is the problem, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so you need a supportive, what I'm
Mhm.
saying, a significant other.
So that's
Yeah.
a good lesson for the younger people to know. Like you spend many years with your partner, you should probably spend a lot of time figuring out who you want to be with.
Yeah, just take your time, man. Sometimes if it don't work out, you cut it, man. Don't be too sprung and just stay in the same bad path. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen that happen too, and it just lead to nowhere.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they,
yeah.
yeah,
Cut your losses, man. If
cut
it's
you
going
off.
bad,
Yeah, you
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
know
yeah,
when to hold them, when to fold them.
yeah, yeah. There you go. Kenny,
Yeah,
is that Kenny Loggins? Who's
yeah,
that?
Kenny
Kenny
Rogers,
Rogers.
Kenny
Yeah, yeah,
Rogers.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so that's good. I'm happy to hear, Mike, that you're still exercising,
Yeah,
working
I
out.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm not really training too much jujitsu, little shoulder injury and stuff like that. So I want to let those heal up good. But I'm always training, always staying fit in
Yeah,
other exercise.
yeah.
So
Because all of that reflects on also who you are as a person, your
yeah,
temperament, how your work ethics, how you are at work. All of that plays a role, right, Mike?
yeah, yeah.
When
So
you
there's only a
exercise.
few things in my life right now, right? So this family, okay, this tattooing, okay, and then this gym,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yeah.
So those three things right there, right?
Staple
Three things. That's if I have those,
falls into
yeah,
place.
everything. I have those three every day. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
If one of those things is out, then I'm a little off. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm, yeah,
So
yeah.
so everything. You know what I'm saying. I gotta have my gym. Family time and my work. And if those three are aligned,
Mm,
I'm a happy guy. I don't
yeah,
ask for a lot of stuff.
yeah.
So
As long as I've known you, I know working out and exercising and fitness has always been like one of the pillars. As long as I know you, we've been working. We had many workout sessions together and stuff, and even at Ink Fiend, the original Ink Fiend, you had a bench set. You remember
we
that?
had we had a bench
Wow.
set. Yeah.
In the shop.
So yeah, we had it's crazy, right?
So
So
let's you know what? One of the
yeah,
biggest questions I get, Mike,
yeah,
from anybody, from everybody, so
yeah,
many throughout the years was like, man, how did Mike start Ink Fiend? So why don't
yeah.
we give an exclusive and why don't you tell everybody
Okay,
from the horse's mouth, from the founder himself, you know?
okay.
Yeah.
So when I got out of the pen, I was tattooing at home, and I was tattooing. I'm not used to to the machine, the professional machine, because they're not like machines nowadays where it's like a pin style. It's a big rotary machine. It's loud. It's heavy. It
No,
vibrates.
coil machine,
Yeah,
not
the coil
rotary.
machine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
coil machine.
yeah, the coil machine. So and then you gotta know how to tune it. So I'm just using my regular,
Homemade
guitar
gun.
string needle, homemade tattoo machine. It's
Out here.
tattooing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then my brother got me the machine right off eBay. I didn't know how to, they tune it. I'm running it, and he was my first test subject, man. That's how cool my brother is, So he allowed me to work on him because he seen what I did on the
With the
homemade machine. So he said, "Oh yeah, tattoo me, right?" So I tattooed him, and it was at in my mom's house in the backyard. Mosquitoes, fucking and shit. It's nighttime.
Yeah, wow.
With the porch light on,
Yeah.
tattoo him. Needle didn't have the rubber band on it to hold it down. Needle flew out.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody teach me, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to learn myself, right?
Wow.
So after that, what I'm saying, I built a portfolio. Every tattoo I did, I took a picture. Every drawing, I save it in my portfolio. Then I went to a local shop and asked him for a job to be an artist.
And you showed your portfolio.
Yeah. So mind you, back then, the quality of tattoo wasn't that this level now, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good. So what I was doing was okay. Okay. So first time I went to this shop, they say, "Oh, they'll think about it." So nothing happened. They never called me back. I went back again, like maybe a year later, more on my portfolio. So ask again, and they gave me a time to. They say, "Come back tomorrow for an interview at this time." So I went, okay, for the interview. Sat in the back. He's sitting in front of me, and he's asking me, questions, about myself and all that. I tell him, I'm a very hard worker. I like art. I like to draw. And he said, he asked me this question. I still remember today. He said, "What's the definition of loyalty?"
Wow.
Okay. So I told him, loyalty to me is brotherhood. I said, loyalty is brotherhood. If I'm loyal to you, I'm your brother. Okay. That's what it means to me. I always have your back. I'm always loyal. Okay. And before he asked me that question, this is very important. Before he asked me that question, after many questions, he asked me, "Do you have anything you want to ask me?" I said, "There's one thing I have to tell you." Okay. I said, "It's about respect." I said, "If I give you respect, all right. But if you disrespect me, I will disrespect you back."
Yeah.
Okay. He sat up in his chair like surprised that I would tell him that, right?
Yeah.
Because I know his mentality. I know that guy's mentality. I know how he treat his people. And I just
It's not that nice.
Yeah, I just got out of the pen. I don't play that shit. And to me, like in my mind, at that time, like I could just go up and I could just tear him limb from limb, like I'll break him up, like smash him in, like he's nobody to me.
Yes.
If he ever were to disrespect me, I would do that to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I asked him that question, he was surprised, like, wow, this guy, like, in his head, like, man, this guy, asking me for a job and telling me talking about respect and disrespect, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, what's the definition of brotherhood to you?
Of loyalty or
Yeah,
brotherhood?
of loyalty.
Okay,
What's the
loyalty.
definition of loyalty? Yeah, thanks for catching that.
Yeah.
So I tell him, if I'm loyal to you, it's like a brotherhood, right? I'm your brother, okay? I always 100% get your back no matter what,
Yeah.
any situation. Okay,
Mhm.
if you're my brother, you could, what I'm saying. If you have to do something, whatever, I'm down.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's loyalty.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he hired me because of that.
That's awesome.
So when he hired me, I was the busiest guy in there.
Mm.
Okay, I was.
There's multiple artists in there, right?
There's
You might.
multiple artists.
Mhm.
I became one of the busiest cash cow. He even told me I was a cash cow. I worked from noon till 2 o'clock every day. The latest
From
noon
noon till 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
So 14 hours.
Yeah, 14 hours every
Mhm,
day. Okay. There are times I work till 6 a.m. I remember I worked till 6 a.m. and then the next day come in at noon again. Okay. And I also tell them, look, if you guys have no artists that, what I'm saying, walk in, if you guys busy, call me. I'll be there too. I
Yeah.
don't live too far.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've been there for like maybe a year or so, year and a half. Um, After that, I left that place. Okay, left that place. The vibe wasn't what I wanted to be. Okay, because I see a lot of stuff in there.
Like, give me an example. Was he disrespecting
the way he's treating people,
treating his apprentice?
yeah, treating apprentice. The way I feel like I wasn't trusted. Okay, I would work long hours, and sometimes I'm there by myself, but he'll send like people over to kind of watch over me and stuff. I feel like and I'm 100% like honest. I don't fuck with people's shit.
Yeah.
I say I believe in that. Like what's mine is mine. What's yours yours. So I don't touch
Yeah.
people's shit. And
Yeah,
I
you
teach
carry
that
that
to
from
my
prison
kids.
too.
Yeah, I teach that to my kids. Like if
Yeah.
you see shit not yours, don't touch that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's like a prison thing too.
yeah. So I'm 100% honest. You know what I'm saying. If it's mine, I'm taking it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If it's not mine, it's not mine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If I don't feel like I earn it, it's not mine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I left that place, and that's how Ink Fiend started. I saved up enough money, and I seen a place for sale. It's an office unit, and at that time it was only $150,000. Okay. So I didn't have credit, so I asked my brother, "Hey, I want to purchase this place. Could I use your cosign for me?" So we bought that place, and I didn't know anything about the regulations, right?
Yeah.
So I bought that place and made it into a tattoo shop. You know what I'm saying? And it was only appointment only. Okay, just my client coming in. But when I was when I was there, you was also there, right?
Yeah.
But we're young.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of
Homies
homies come and hang out, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after work we'll hang out late.
Yeah.
Before you know it, the sheriff
Yeah.
would think we're doing bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I was going to the office like around noon, and somebody followed behind me. And as I was going in, he said, "Hey, you guys do tattoo here?" So I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, can I take a look?" So I got, I thought he was a customer, right? So I said, "Yeah, just come in and look around." So he's looking through the portfolio. Then he asked me, he told me, "Yeah, I work down across the street, and I usually come downstairs to this office building because there's a restroom down there, and I smoke weed." He said, "Do you smoke weed?" Yeah.
Sounds suspect.
Yeah. I said, "No, I don't smoke weed." He said, "Oh man, I got some weed if you want some weed." I said, "No, I don't smoke weed."
Yeah.
I said, "All we do is tattoo here."
Yeah.
So he pulled out his badge. He said, "Oh yeah, we get a lot of complaints over here about a lot of gang members just coming in and out."
Yeah.
And I said, "Look, man, officer, I use tattoo over here.
Yeah.
I got my tattoo license.
Yeah.
You're welcome to look around." You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though you don't have a warrant, but I say I don't have nothing higher. You know what I'm saying? We just tattoo here. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome to look around. Look around. He said, "All right, I don't think the city will allow this, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have code enforcement come talk to you." So code enforcement came talk to me, and they said, "Yeah, you can't just open a tattoo shop here. You get your city license. I said, look, I talked to the city and, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to work it out. You know, he said, well, once that's done, then you could open. But city of Monterey Park wouldn't allow you to have a tattoo shop. Well, they allow drinking place, hostess bar, but they wouldn't allow a tattoo shop.
That's crazy.
Till this day, I don't see a tattoo shop in Monterey Park.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I closed that down because I didn't want to, I don't want to be, having problem with the law.
Yeah.
So at that time, it was before 2008. Okay, the economy was booming, right? Before the housing crash.
Yes.
Economy was booming. It's hard to find a place for rent, a business for rent. I found this little place on Valley Boulevard. Okay, and I was like, man, I can make it work, even though there's a tattoo shop across the street from me. You know what I mean? A longer running tattoo shop.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need walking clients because there's no walking traffic.
Yeah.
I already have clients.
Mm-hmm.
So, I called a number, talked to the landlord. Landlord asked me what am I planning to open, what kind of business.
Mm-hmm.
I told her a tattoo shop. And she said, well, I would need 3 co-signers. Oh, no, 2 other co-signers. You'll be the third one, right? Just to make sure you could pay the rent, right? I said, yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my 2 brothers,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I could always rely on them.
Yeah.
So they, so my 2 brothers helped me co-sign.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got that shop.
Mm-hmm.
We got the business license, everything legit. Okay. I had friends that helped me build that shop. The shop was just a straight, narrow kind of hallway kind of style, right? It's a skinny, narrow shop. It was carpet, so we had to tear out the carpet, and underneath the carpet was fucking a thick ass glue down there. I go to Home Depot, buy glue remover, buckets of it.
Man,
and me and my friends, man, we just every day just cleaning up. And then we start, I'll buy cabinets and I'll put it on myself. I had a plumber do running the plumbing for the sinks. And then I put cabinets myself. And then I work at one station. And then once I make enough money, I'll build another cabinet, another, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll build it little by little.
Yeah.
And, the shop's been around 20 years.
Yeah.
I never moved because it has a lot of memory, has a lot of meaning to me. Because I started with no money, and that's from the shop right there. I started with no money. Look what we built. What I built.
Yeah.
So those are good times. Like I had a lot of good times over there, right? So still that shop is very lucky to me.
Yeah.
It's
still
giving me
there.
a very good feng shui.
Yeah.
So that's the original shop, and I have the means to move to a bigger location or nicer place. I choose not to because I like it there.
The feng shui is there, man.
I believe in that, man. I believe in that.
Yeah, man. Brought you success, man.
Brought me success. Brought many people success.
Yeah, exactly. Brought me
you
success.
came from there,
so
you're at the location in the Monterey Park location, and in the Hammer location, right? Remember back in the days, me and you right there?
It's just me in the Monterey Park. It was just me and you, and then some piercer guy. Tell me, who was the piercer?
Brian.
Yeah, Brian. Or no, Eric.
Eric? No, Brian.
Oh, Brian. Yeah.
Brian was there.
And then
and then just the 3 of us, and we just work on appointment, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that we messed up with, we were too young and we wasn't ready for it, so we had a lot of homies hang out. Now we know, like, hey, a business is a business, right? So any business you do, you run it like a business. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're ready, you're serious about business. Anything illegal on the side has to be gone because you don't want to be messing up your business, right?
Yeah.
So when you're serious about your business, everything else has to go. Then no other illegal activity.
Yeah. That's the only way it will work, man. Because if not, it's just gonna bleed into and tie in together. Yeah.
Remember my 30th birthday was there, right?
Yes, I remember.
It was a big party.
Yeah, we had a big
cops shining flashlight. You know what I mean? They couldn't come in, but they were like looking at like what's going on in there. We have like at least fucking at least 50, 100 people in there.
Yeah, with all the Uso homies,
Yeah, yeah,
Usos
yeah.
homies in it. Yeah.
Everybody
All the
was there.
homies in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah,
That was a memory, man.
yeah,
And I remember when I was in prison, I used to think about that time, you know.
yeah, yeah.
I used to think about a time, man. It was dope. It was a time to remember. And when I was in prison, Mike, and just hearing people come when people would come in, they would tell me about you and they would get tattoos from you and stuff like that. And
Oh man,
yeah,
that's
I was just
crazy.
like, wow, it's so crazy, like
Yeah.
that. And what you built, Mike, man, it has to only come from a person like you, bro. Like that
Thank you,
that
man.
stand up dude, you know what I mean? Like that stand up dude, hardworking, grateful, lead with gratitude, lead with respect, love, all of those things. It's like the perfect storm. And if not, it wouldn't be as successful. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because there's many tattoo shops
This,
out there.
you know,
Yeah.
like there's many people that do, they say good, right? They say they make good money and they make a lot of money, and then they change. They're not pure, right? Like they don't have that good in them.
Yeah, yeah.
So money changes them. So
Yeah.
money don't really change them. Money amplifies what they
They
are
really are.
before. So
Mm.
what they really are, if they're really a bad person, you know, once they have money, they're really extra bad now, right? So a lot of guys they're tattooing and once they come into money, they have a shop. They become big dicks. They're like assholes.
Yeah.
But people like you and me, right? We've been doing it for many years,
Mm.
been successful. People we haven't seen 20 years ago, 25 years ago, they still come back to us, and we're still the same people. We're still the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
cool dude that talk to them the way
Mm.
back in the days,
Yeah,
right? We
yeah.
we don't look down. We don't,
No,
we're the
no,
same
yeah.
dude. Like I've seen many of my clients that from over 20 years ago come talk to me. Oh man, Mike, you the same dude. I am the same guy. Why, like, that's me. Like I don't fucking, I am who I am, right? I don't let money, success, fame, change who I am. So
You seen a lot of that, Mike?
I see a lot of that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
People don't know. Some people. I always say some people should never have money
Mm.
because when they have money, they become evil, right? When
Mm.
they were poor, they were nice, they were humble, they were, but really they wasn't nice or humble. They didn't have money to be mean yet.
Yeah, they were cowards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah.
they just trying to leech up, kiss
Yeah.
ass, claw their way up to get money. Once they have money, now their true self come out, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so yeah. So
How do you in your life experience and everything you went through, how would you kind of like weed those people out, or how could you like kind of foresee if somebody's like that or not in your life now?
I mean, it's like it's hard to tell, right?
Mm.
Everybody come to you with a smiley face, with a
Yeah,
humbleness,
yeah,
kindness, right?
yeah.
So you don't know, but time will tell. Time, you give time. Sometimes you have to lose a little money or whatever
Yeah,
to know the true feelings, right? The true self.
yeah.
Sometimes that money you lose or that time you lose,
It's worth it.
it's worth it. It's just pain to see how that guy
Yeah,
is in
yeah.
real life. Is he a brotherhood type material or he's a nasty person, right? So sometimes you have to, test it out, like, kind of like investment. You put a
Yeah.
little
Oh,
there
there
just
you
to
go.
pay it off to see how, if let's say a new person comes to you, right?
Yeah.
And you have this fortune teller and you can pay this fortune teller, hey, is he good or bad? You pay that money, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, and he'll tell you, oh, this guy, he's gonna be really loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? The best friend, the best brother. Okay, and then what I'm saying? It's worth that money.
Yeah.
Sometimes you pay that money, and it's, oh, that guy, he's no good.
It's
He's
still worth
bad.
the money.
It's really worth the money.
Yeah,
It's
really
worth
worth it.
more than the money, right?
Wow.
It's worth
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than the
yeah,
money,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
let's say you lose 10,000 on this
Mm,
guy, or you lose
mm,
5,000.
mm.
It's just payment to see what a
Yeah.
person he is,
I
right?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I like that.
yeah, you're not losing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And so when you take apprentices now, Mike, like what kind of qualities do you look for in them?
Um, you know, I like to help out young people. I like to see people. Sometimes people are struggling. They have a past and stuff like that. They might not have the squeaky clean
Mm.
image, but I like to help out those people because those people are me. Right?
Yeah,
So those
wow,
people
yeah.
are you know what I mean? Like, the one that's come from a well-off family and stuff like that. They're not like me. They're they have a lot of they
Support.
yeah, support, right? So the one that nobody give love to, nobody think they'll be successful. I like to help out those type of people. And but those with those type of people comes a lot of fucking a lot of baggage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So if I could some way they mold that person into somebody successful, I want. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it
yeah.
could be what I'm saying, like what I'm saying, if I could change that person's life and make him better for the community, better for society, help out the community, help out other people in the future, dude, man, that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's a success right there.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I know we talked about this before, and I know I asked you this, but I want you to expound on this question more. Like, what would separate like somebody that's a not successful person, like you've had apprentices that's not successful, but someone that can be successful like 20 years. What would be the
Okay.
difference?
First is attitude.
Mhm.
Um, um, you know, the guy's not successful. I feel like they see tattooing as cool. They just want to be a tattoo artist. They just like the fame from it, the fruits of the labor, right? They don't see the hard labor. They don't see the struggle. They don't see the, you know, many countless days, nights just drawing when nobody's around. You know what I'm saying? When everybody's partying, they're just like concentrate on their work. They don't see none of that. They just see all the money coming in, the nice car, the nice house, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, um, the successful one really wants it, man. They said, man, you know what I'm saying? The, people become, they see like the teacher are successful because of what they went through in their life. They have to
Mhm.
struggle, they have to put in the work, they quit this, they quit that to have what they have today. Okay. So those are the successful ones. They have to keep on going chasing it, man.
Yeah,
In the beginning, you have to keep on chasing it. You have to
yeah.
want it bad. I want it bad. Okay.
Mhm.
I quit so much stuff because I
Yeah,
want it bad. You know what we used to do, man. We
yeah,
fucking, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, we fucking, you know, we would fucking at night play all night, sleep all day, that kind of shit like that, right? Yeah,
yeah,
or we don't, we're like fucking vampires,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
We have to quit all that shit, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And fucking and just concentrate on fucking tattooing. Imagine how hard that is, right?
yeah. To
For a
somebody
young
that's
kid
been
with
doing it.
no discipline, right?
Yeah,
So we quit that. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you quit fucking shit like us? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you want it like us, you could do it, right? So those are the successful ones. And then also his attitude. Just because you made it, don't look down on people like practicing or call them a scratcher. Like,
mhm,
oh, you see people on Facebook posting their tattoo, they're not as good. Well, don't be like trying to put them down. Who
yeah,
cares? That's what they doing. That's
yeah.
their start.
And nobody's good in the beginning.
That's their start.
Everybody's,
Yeah.
yeah, starts
You know
from
what I'm saying? Yeah.
somewhere.
You have, your start is over here, which has help.
Yeah. Mm,
Their start is in the kitchen, nobody helped. And it's up to them that where they want to get an apprenticeship or whatever. But that's their start, you know what I mean? So don't look down on them.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember having um a Friday the 13th special for the
Mhm.
shop, right?
Yeah.
To promote the shop.
Yeah.
It's really a $13 tattoo, $7 tip, right? So it's very low. Okay. Then have people online talking shit like, oh, all these Friday the 13th tattoo artists are all scratchers. And then this is coming from a pretty famous artist that's on TV, right? Like fucking, and I know that guy. I know he used to fucking post on Craigslist looking for customer.
Yeah.
So I called him out.
He forgot where he came
Yeah, I
from.
called him out. I said, "Hey, don't forget where you came from, man. You came from Craigslist."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
"Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. I didn't mean your shop. You're just promoting." I just call him out. If I see stupid shit, I'll call you out.
Yeah, yeah,
So you know, just stay in your lane. Just concentrate on your own. They don't let outside. If you become a little better, and then you let these outside people, other artists, whatever, irritate you. You're not doing your job. You're not working hard enough.
Yeah, yeah,
You should
because
be focused on what
you're
you're doing,
right,
right?
right. That's what I noticed
Yeah,
when I was, when I got out of prison, I was your apprentice, and I was like, man, it was so much work. It's all never ending work
yeah.
that you can't concentrate on nothing. You can't worry about other artists. You can't worry about friends. You can't worry about girlfriends. You can't worry about nothing because you always got to draw to get
Always,
prepared.
yeah.
And we didn't have the iPad.
No
We
iPad. You
didn't have
got
the
to hand
iPad.
draw
Yeah, the
everything.
hand
Yeah.
draw. Yeah, and hand stencil.
Mm-hmm.
And even the machine was like not really useful, like as good as
No,
stenciling by hand. Yeah,
we're
yeah,
stenciling by hand. Yeah,
yeah, stenciling by hand,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
And
yeah,
you got to remember too, like we did that because the client save up their money to get
yeah.
tattoo from. They chose
Yes.
us, right?
So we were
And yeah, so we had to. We could have been just like last minute,
yeah,
like most people, right?
yeah,
In their ways, they just tracing out whatever, right?
yeah.
We did the extra work because they save up their money, whatever they're doing for their job. They save up enough for us to tattoo them. So we had to put in the work. We have to remember that and put in our work extra to make sure they're getting their
Best
money's worth,
and
right?
more,
Yeah,
and more than
yeah,
their money's worth.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure they're satisfied.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's why, yeah, yeah, man.
yeah,
And I always like was so grateful, like even till today, like I get to do a sleep. It's like my time to show off. Like, man, I'm gonna show the world and how much work that I'm gonna put in to kick ass on this tattoo because my client deserves it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like that, because he shows you, like that. Yeah,
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 people forget though. Once they
yeah,
get a little good, they get a little busy, they forget, right? So those people that you know was busy and they're making a lot of money and they start mistreating their clients.
yeah,
Look what happened right now
yeah.
when the economy is a little down.
Mm-hmm.
Now nobody goes to them,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
still come to us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true.
They
Yeah,
still come to us, and we're
man,
still,
we're blessed, man.
we're like fucking, we treat them right.
Yeah,
Now the one that are being dicks don't respond to calls, don't respond to text messages, just ghosting people. Now they're hitting up people.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
remember me?
yeah.
Right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Yeah, and that's what we instill in our apprentices, right, Mike? You
yeah, yeah.
instilled in me.
Sometimes
Yeah,
we always remind our parents, don't they just remember, you know when you're busy, you're making good money, always respond to people, always
yeah,
make sure you respond to people because
mm,
that's, to me, that's disrespect.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
it's like even till today, like, if I call you anytime, I text you, I always get respond back.
yeah,
The
yeah,
same thing when you do it. That's
yeah, yeah,
because we respect each other, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Anytime, sometimes we're busy, but once we see our phone, oh shit, Rich called me. Oh, hey, you need anything?
yeah,
Stuff like that, right?
yeah,
And sometimes, that's the only time we don't call right back, back right away.
or
We're like
tattooing, or in the store.
tattooing. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
hear our phone, but
yeah,
once we're on a break, we see our phone. Hey, what's up?
yeah,
You need
yeah,
anything?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah,
sometimes we're on a flight or
yeah,
somewhere, different time zone. We'll, what I'm saying,
yeah,
I'll get you back later or something.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, what a
So
life
yeah,
man, we
all
have.
all my group, right? Everybody, like, we call or text. It's something important.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? It's
exactly.
not
Yeah,
like just clowning around. Hey,
yeah,
let's go. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
What's
yeah,
up? Stupid shit like that, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
important, right?
yeah, of
So every time I
course.
hit up my brother, hit up you, or
Yeah, yeah,
anybody, it's important. Hit up my artist, it's important. I have a customer for you. I have a client for you. Call them back. But then sometimes I hit up people, and then I see, they don't want to respond. Like it takes a day or something to respond. Okay, I know what's up with this guy. So this guy don't really respect my time or don't respect me. So I just treat him as a whatever person. He's not important to me. Like, if I'm not important to you, you're not important to me. So I see everything, like I'm very, I always think about these stuff because I know if somebody's important to me, I always reach out back. If I can't talk, I'll text back. Hey, in the mail something. I hit you back up later.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah, yeah.
So texting, answering message is very important. It's a sign of respect.
It's out of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
And also I wanted to ask you, I mean, there's a lot of things that you mentored me, Mike, and that I'm grateful for. but I also want to talk to you about like the artists that, say for instance, that do make money, okay, like that. Like, what is your advice on them, like on their finances, investing and stuff like that? Why don't you
Uh,
share a little bit of what you think about that?
you know, I can't, they explain too much about finance because I'm,
Yeah,
me, I'm kind of old school.
yeah,
Okay, I always believe in buying real estate.
real
Okay,
estate.
yeah, real estate, and I always believe in just diversify. Don't just put everything on real estate and just be like fucking broke on other shit when you could invest in, let's say gold, silver,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Come on,
mm,
or some crypto,
yeah,
some
yeah,
stocks,
yeah.
some
Diversify.
in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
They have to put it all around
Mm,
because if something happened to just one nest egg, that's all you have in one nest egg, it's gone. You're broke, right? So I always believe in just having little your hands on every little thing, right?
mm,
But real estate is most important to me.
yeah, real
I always
estate.
believe in that. That's like long term.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Crypto, I always believe in just putting a little bit at a time. Just every month. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you could put in, uh, maybe $100, $500, $1,000, just every month, just
Yeah.
steadily, just throw it in there.
Like the
Okay.
staple coins or
Yeah.
altcoins?
Uh, I do some altcoin and some
Yeah,
stable coin, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I mix it up. Just do your own research.
yeah, yeah,
Um, Gold, silver. If you can't get the physical one, you could always get the like the stock.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I would get some physical, some stock. Get some. It's always going up when there's uncertainty in the world.
yeah.
Stuff happening around the world, like right now.
Venezuela and stuff.
Venezuela, yeah. Anything unstable, you see gold going up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And gold's at an all-time high now. So
Yeah,
all our investment in gold
yeah.
from back then is doing good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
steadily, if you keep on buying it throughout the year, you're doing
You're
pretty
up.
well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, how about
Um,
those artists that's like all of a sudden make a lot of money? What do you think about spending? Like people buying these spend like these early on these artists that all of a sudden just make money and they're like 2 years in, they're making a lot of money and they're spending a lot of money.
yeah.
What do you think? Like, should they be saving for a house? Should maybe
Always, yeah. Always
mm,
stay,
mm,
think about the future. All right. So I wouldn't buy a nice car if I don't have a garage to park it in.
that's a
Okay.
good one.
Think
Yeah, I
about it.
like
I didn't
that.
get my G wagon
Yeah,
until I bought a
the
house with a
house.
garage.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Okay, because
yeah,
I was
yeah.
driving a a
Mhm.
used Tahoe truck
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
longest. I
yeah,
could have bought a fucking G wagon.
yeah,
I didn't want that. I
yeah.
said, why would I buy a G wagon if I couldn't put it in a garage?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. Yeah.
so first have your house, then get your nice car. Okay, then do your investment. And then you could get watches, you get jewelry, whatever you like, man. But just make sure you have some in savings. You know what I'm saying? So it don't hurt your pocket. All your bills are paid for. Okay, um, fucking all your bills paid for, and you still have a big chunk for savings and investment, and then the little left is added up, and you can buy whatever you want.
Yeah,
And say it don't hurt you.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I always, whenever I need to be grounded or reminded, you always give me always the best, like the most rawest advice. Well, you know what I mean, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've always helped me, and with real estate, you're saying real estate. In order to purchase real estate, you have to save up a big down payment.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people have to
So you
save.
have to save up.
So
Yeah,
even though you
save
have a
up,
lot of
file
money in
your
the bank account,
tax.
you
Yeah,
can't
make
just
sure.
spend it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Mm,
get your tax right. Make sure you could get a loan. You know what I'm saying. There's loan guys that can help you out. Richie, you got a lot of knowledge on that. So I would say even if you don't have enough credit to get a purchase a property, you'll get a co-signer, somebody like your
yeah,
family member, somebody that's I've seen family members steal from each other too. So you just
yeah.
gotta be careful. You
Somebody
gotta
you
be
trust.
somebody that
Yeah,
you really trust.
yeah.
So you could go that route.
Hmm.
You go like a state income route, pay
Yeah,
more, that's it,
mhm,
But
yeah,
there's ways if you want it, there's ways to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just know like it's the big down payment and saving that. And a lot of people might have, they might feel comfortable with 50, 100,000 in the bank.
Mhm.
So they think they have money and so they want to just spend it and buy all these things. But they don't realize when it's time to purchase a home, the 150,000, the 100,000, the 150 is gone.
Yeah, yeah. So let's
Big
say,
chunk is gone. Now
yeah,
you have no money in the bank.
yeah. So
Yeah.
to purchase a house, right, you need your down payment.
Hmm.
Then you gotta need extra.
Yeah.
Okay,
Surplus.
surplus
Yeah.
just in case something goes wrong. You need
Yeah.
you always have to spend for some repair and
And
stuff like
sometimes the
that.
lender wants to see that
Yeah.
you have surplus too,
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah, and then you gotta have extra just in case something happened. You got injured or something like that. You can't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be safe and just have like almost a year's income. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, no
So
doubt.
so you gotta be, yeah, you gotta be smart. Like I remember one of my old apprentices, right, a long time ago, right. I used to tell him we were busy, and I would shoot him a lot of customer, and he was like, Mike, man, we're talking. He said, Mike, why are we working so hard, man? What are we gonna do with all this money? Like when we die, we can't take it with us.
Mm,
And he was in his, be like 20 years old.
mm,
And I said, look, right now you're young, you're able to work,
mm,
okay?
mm,
So that's where the money comes. You save it,
mm,
invest, right? Because when you're older and you're not able to work, and you got family to support, that's where all your savings, all
investments.
your money that you save and investment
Mm,
could do that,
mm,
and then you're free. You don't have to work. You could be,
mm,
doing things.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
And I recently talked to him,
Mm,
and he knows I'm right.
yeah,
Then he
yeah.
tell me I'm right.
Is he like, because he's having a hard time now or something?
No, no, he remembered what I told
Oh,
him. He said,
yeah,
"You're right," because he have that responsibility now. He have
yeah.
family and stuff like that,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he have bills to pay. He have
yeah.
the people to look out for. Now
Hmm.
he remember why I
Yeah,
tell him to
yeah.
work so hard.
Well, did he take heed to your advice at that time and he's
Yeah, he
better now,
remembered. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but did
He
he like
did. Yeah,
apply it?
yeah,
He
yeah. He
applied it.
applied it.
Oh,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
worked out
So
for
so it
him.
worked out. Yeah,
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 that's beautiful, man.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
so imagine like he's just they make and spend. He wouldn't be doing what he's doing now.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
And
when you're young, you don't think about. You always think about playing, right?
yeah,
But you need somebody that's been through that to
hmm,
tell you. And if you're smart, you'll listen.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah, yeah. So, Mike, what mistake do you see that most artists are repeating today? Could you see a lot of artists and a lot of artists online that you already learned the hard way?
See them doing tattoo that are fad. Like a fad tattoo. Something that's um hot at the moment, and that's mainly what they focus on. They don't want to expand their horizon, expand their mind to do different things. Like some people, like, oh yeah, I only specialize in traditional. And remember traditional style was hot back in, I don't know, like early 2000 or something like that, right? Something like that. Everybody was getting anchors,
Yeah.
sparrows. Where are they now,
Yeah, that's
right?
true. Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
I remember I had a student. That's all he wanted to do.
Mm,
And then I said, man, why are you doing this? Like do some stuff we do.
mhm,
Oh, I don't really like Asian stuff. I like traditional.
mm, mm.
And yeah, now he's trying to do Asian stuff with nobody teaching him. Look like shit. Because when he was here, he didn't want to expand his horizon.
Mm.
I think it's more of he's he's afraid of
Yeah, yeah,
failing.
yeah.
So he didn't want to do it, right?
Mhm, mm.
He's afraid of people critiquing him. So he would do his simple anchors or sparrows, and he think that's they
Mhm.
art, and it'll stay. People will want it forever. Then when the trend is over, I have never till like I don't know how many years I have never had anybody come in and say I want a sparrow,
Yeah, yeah,
traditional sparrow,
yeah.
want an anchor. Nobody wants that no more, right? So don't be stuck in anything trendy. Always expand. Always go to tried and true. What really stays long lasting. Okay, black and gray realism, tradition, Asian style. There's many styles you could morph into, change your style into different styles, then morph different styles into one style. So be creative. Don't just see what the trend is. Just do that. And when the customer asks for something else, and no, I only do this. You know, that won't work.
Mhm. And you saw The Apprentice trying to do Asian artwork now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I seen that
And
work.
now he don't have you as a
Yeah,
mentor no
yeah.
more.
It
So it's
looks
hard
like
now.
crap.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
yeah. And
yeah,
he's no longer at my place
yeah,
many years, but
yeah.
when he's out of my place, he's trying to do Asian stuff and it looked like crap. You know what I mean? So because
Mhm.
nobody asked, nobody
Yeah,
now he's his
exactly.
own boss. He think he's doing whatever he like would be good. And
Yeah,
nobody's asking for his stuff.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's coming, oh, I want this guy
yeah.
or you to do a back piece for me.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
So when he had the opportunity, he didn't ask the question. So it's a missed opportunity. You know what I mean? Because his ego got in the way. You know.
Do you have like looking back at, I mean, you had countless of apprentices, Mike,
Mhm.
looking back, like what was the difference between the successful one and the not successful one?
Yeah, the successful one really, what I'm saying, like they listen and they do, not listen and when I forget they don't do. So they don't need to be reminded.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so a lot of times, you know, if I tell them something and I remind them, I'll tell them how to do something,
Mhm.
and then if they have questions, they'll ask some more about the stuff I tell them to do. They'll ask until they get it correct, right? So a lot of times they'll ask and I tell them how to do it. Sometimes they don't understand it. Oh, okay, okay, I got it.
Mm,
And then that's when they become not as good. But if
mhm.
you don't get it, ask more.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't really understand it. Can you show me a little bit more?
And you're always like, ever
I
since I
mean,
was there, you always were so like accessible, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
easy to ask.
I don't hold nothing back. Like
Mm,
people, some people hold this the trade secret back. Like, I don't
mm,
want to teach him too much. He might be better than me.
yeah.
If you're better than me, I created,
You're a better
yeah,
teacher
yeah,
then.
I'm
Yeah.
good at teaching, because
Mm,
you started off from me, now you're better. Man, I'm happy because now because you learned from me, now you got really good.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's
Man, and Mike, man, you're like I always say like, man, you're the godfather of modern Asian art in my eyes, in my opinion. And I've been around the tattoo industry for over 20 plus years. And I'm not just saying that because you're my friend, man. I don't know how many people you influence, the Asian style, this edgy style, this black, gray, and red style in Asian art and stuff like that, you know? And man, from all the artists is like look them up online, everybody, man. Look them up on Instagram. All the great Asian artists that do modern Asian art, not the traditional old style, which is dope in its own right, but all the new one, man, influenced by you, man.
a
You know?
lot of them, yeah, yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of them,
yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty amazing. How does that
yeah.
make you feel, man? And do
You,
people ever give you the credit or anything like that? Or I know
um,
you're not looking for it, but I'm just
yeah.
saying,
I
like,
mean, it's like I understand. I don't get credit for it. A lot of time, I don't get credit for it. I understand. I mean, if people give me a shout out, let's say other Asian artists that are inspired by me, give me a shout out.
Mm,
A lot of time, maybe the customer will come to me.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I understand it's business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I don't hold nothing like grudge or anything like that I'm not mad or anything like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
business.
Or
And
do you have people that do reach out to you and be like, man, you inspire me, you know?
there are a lot of
Yeah.
people that say that when I see them, but it's never online where it's public, where like other maybe the client will see it or something like that. But in public, in convention and stuff like that, I get many people, tell me that. Many
Yeah,
people
yeah.
would, when they're starting their career, would come to me and say, "Hey, what do you think of my work?" Ask me, to critique it.
Mm,
So um, I'm trying to be. nice about it. A lot of them
Yeah.
is not up to par, but like, oh, it's cool. What I'm saying? It's good.
Yeah.
Just keep on working. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on working. Nobody's good in the beginning. So um, I don't want to put anybody down where they want to give up. I always try to encourage people, make them like tell them like I started when I was starting. I mean, I wasn't the best artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially with no help, no mentorship.
Yeah.
I had to learn on my own without the internet, all that Google, YouTube wasn't there, so I
Yeah.
had to just trial and error. Thanks to my friends, my clients that allowed me to practice on them.
Yeah.
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 So
I mean, it's more like you know, of course, that's how you are and because of the person you are. But it's more like me. I don't like it that people don't give credit where it's due. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I don't appreciate it. So sometimes I'd be like, fuck them, you know what I mean? Like that.
yeah,
I see it and I know, like the styles that they take or the style that influence them. And man, yeah, sometimes it's me.
yeah. You're my
Yeah,
brother. That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
they say
yeah,
that
yeah.
you're my brother. So I
Mhm.
understand that's
Yeah,
how you feel. Because
yeah.
same thing if they were
Mhm.
to take anything from you, and I'll be like, hey man, that's fucking
Yeah,
rich as shit.
yeah,
So
yeah,
same thing.
yeah.
But as far as strangers and stuff,
Mhm.
it's hard to let it bother us, or let it, like, there's so many. There's
Because
so
we're too
many.
busy
Yeah,
working.
yeah, there's so many,
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I have guys like a long time ago, like take my artwork, trace it out, put on this before Instagram, it was Facebook. They put on Facebook, they put like, oh, custom design for a client by me. And then since they're in my friends list and I'll see their posts,
Mhm.
and I'll look at it and I'll say, hey man, how you gonna say it's custom design when I've been doing that for over 10 years already?
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
they'll give me, oh, I'm sorry, inspired by Mastermind.
yeah,
Shit
yeah,
like that until I
yeah,
call them out,
yeah,
But if you're tracing my shit out and you're putting out like you did it, then I'll have to say something.
yeah, yeah.
But if you're inspired by it, you draw it up and you
Change it a
change it
little.
up a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
it's fine with me,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like what's the saying? It's like um imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah,
Like that, yeah.
yeah.
And yeah,
So
to be
because your work is good, that's why they would want to copy it, right?
yeah, yeah,
So if your work is shitty, nobody want to copy. So they
yeah,
only want to copy from the best.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. It's
yeah,
dope.
yeah. So
Yeah. You're the best one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not the
Yeah,
best, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
want I strive to be.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
man, anybody can go on your page and
yeah,
see it's not 10 posts, it's not 100 curated posts, it's not 200 curated posts where you only post up the stuff that you work is nice, which a lot of artists do out there, which whatever, I'm not knocking them, that's them. But man, we post thousands, 100,000, your
thousand.
post
Yeah,
is thousands
yeah,
and thousands
couple
and
thousand.
thousands,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Nonstop work and it's dope work and even till today, right now, till today, and I've been tattooing all these years and I still go and get inspired by your post. I look at it and I'm
yeah.
like, man,
Thanks,
wow,
man.
he do this, he did wow, man, looks
Even
that.
this guy, man,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
so many years of
yeah,
working and having many students and still say that, that's pretty awesome,
yeah,
Yeah.
man, no, man, yeah, because
Yeah.
I want to learn because I want to
Yeah.
give my client the best.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to give my client the best and I tell myself like, man, this guy chose me to do it, man, I better give him the best. And so I gotta go outside of what I know. And the one I know, Bong, is you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is the best. You know what I mean? And of course I want to take because I don't want to, perfectly, even though I'm your student, I
Yeah.
could be able to, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But even though I'll change it up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no doubt, Bong, man, you always level up my art, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
looking up to you, being inspired by your art, even your post to the date, how many countless thousand, man, never ceases to amaze me, Bong. You know what I mean? Like,
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
your art is dope. And anybody out there can follow Mastermind underscore Ink Fiend Art, man. You will not be disappointed. You will find something that you like, no doubt, like that. And so moving forward, Mike, what do you hope, like, speaking, also from on my behalf, like, what do you hope that your students, like myself, all your other students, carry forward when you're not around, like, in the future, you're
Um,
not tattooing no more.
when I'm not around, let's say,
Yeah.
I want all my students to have my way of life, like a warrior spirit, have a mentality where you keep your word, you're honest, okay, and you value your client,
Yeah,
okay, you
yeah, I
respect your
love that.
client. You always gotta remember, like, not everybody got money to get a tattoo, and when they do have the money, when they save up,
Mm,
you know what I mean? It's special to them. So you
yeah,
gotta make it special for them. You
yeah,
gotta
no
put your
doubt.
time,
Mm,
you gotta do your research,
mm,
you gotta do your homework,
mm,
do the extra before the tattoo.
yeah,
So,
really.
and I just wanted my guys to be, you know, um, just be a good person. Just be a good. Don't look down on people. When you make money, don't floss. Don't be Don't be thinking you're better. Because that's anything could happen to you. Anything, you could be on top of the world. Next day you're on the bottom.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
life is like that, right? So
Mhm.
you could be thinking you're above everybody else, and look at fucking look at the accident, John, or the AJ, Anthony Joshua, the
Yeah,
boxer,
the
right? Look at
boxer,
that, man.
yeah.
Two of his fucking best friend,
Yeah,
man, died
yeah,
in a car crash, right?
yeah,
So instant he just won his fight, and then 2 days later that happened,
yeah,
right? So
man, you know.
anything can happen.
Yeah.
So you can't look down on people. You can't think you're better. Treat people with respect, and that's all. If
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
done, that's
Yes. If they do that, that means you did good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I've succeeded.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I always tell my artists now, my apprentice, I always say, man, we want to give more to our clients than what they came and paid for.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you do that, you give them more better work, more quality work than what they pay for. They can't wait to give you more money and get more work because they know, like, wow, this guy did so much for me and put in so much time and effort and skill and technique, like that. And yeah, that's why I always wanted to. Even you, I remember, you told me before, this is when I was learning and I'm still learning. You're like, oh man, you give a lot of work, slow it down, make it cleaner, nicer. And I find myself telling my artists that,
Yeah.
slow it down, make it cleaner, nicer, give them a lot, and spend the hours, but quality, more like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I never forgot that.
Yeah, we
And
don't need to rush it because
yeah,
we
yeah,
feel like, oh, like want to save our client money, right? Because
hmm
in the long run,
hmm
what's saving 1 hour or 2 hour or one session
yeah,
and they're living it for the rest of life when you
yeah,
could do the extra 1 hour or one
and clean
session
it,
to make
yeah,
sure everything's perfected.
yeah, yeah,
Okay?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
when I see my clients come back and their heel is clean and it's smooth and
hmm
stuff, and I'm like, man, that's
yeah,
what Mom
that's the
told
extra
me,
time. Yeah, that's
yeah,
extra time, extra
yeah,
love in there,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But sometimes we think we're trying to save them, like,
Mm,
but really we're hurting them. Then like we're saving them. Oh, extra session, man. Fucking they're like, oh man, I'm glad it's done.
mm.
Then they walk around, maybe
Not as
their
sharp.
tattoo is not as good as it could have been. Like that
Mm,
smoothness not as smooth, or
yeah,
some little touches that is not there.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
looks good, but
Mm,
to the professional eyes, like sometimes it'd be like, oh, it could have been if we spent a little more time, it could have been
yeah,
so much better.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that, man, and I remember you telling me. I just remember like when I come back, like how cleaner it was looking. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like that. Yeah,
They'll appreciate it
yeah.
later. It might be hurting now, right? It might, oh man, another session. Then once it's healed and they forgot about the pain, and oh man, I have a dope ass fucking
Yeah.
piece. Like this
Mhm.
guy does, man. He really took care of me.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
thank you long in the long run.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so Mike, man, you've had you, your story has been one of the stories to me, like success story, man. You came up. I feel like in my generation, the people I know is like I don't even know nobody that came from what you came from and built what you built, like that. So there was like nobody for us to look up to that did it.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Like that.
Hmm.
So it's unprecedented, meaning like what you built, like coming from nothing, from the streets, from having nothing, from poverty, and from real struggle and jail and everything, and coming and not and then when you get out of prison, it's like a lot of
So
barriers. You know what I
much,
mean?
man. So much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so much barrier, and then so much discipline that plays a role in whether or not you're gonna overcome those obstacles. You have to be disciplined, like that, and that's the struggle. We didn't have that like success, like that, and to make it successful, where you're making other people successful, and man, man, you had inspired me, Bong, you know what I mean? And no doubt, in my life, and you've been, when I say mentor, man, you never asked me, Bong, to you never asked me to give you respect. You never asked me told me I have to respect you. None of that. Everything you did, you earned it, man. My respect, you know what I mean?
Thank
You
you,
earned
brother.
it,
Yeah.
brother. You
Thank you,
never
brother.
asked for it, not
Yeah.
one time, like that. And you just earned it by your actions, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's big
Yeah,
coming from you, man.
yeah.
Because I know
Mm.
you got a lot of respect outside. You know what I'm saying? A lot of respect from a lot of people. And for you to say that, that's you know what I'm saying, that's big.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and when we do good in our life and we treat people right, everything comes back to us. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
mm,
With respect, like when you respect people, respect the people first, and then if they're not respectful, then you don't give them respect. Okay,
mhm, mhm,
but everything in my life and success and all that, it comes with a lot of help. Okay?
yeah.
I couldn't have done it without help.
Mhm,
It's not self-made.
mm,
It's help.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
help from many people. Okay,
Mhm, mhm,
without help, I wouldn't be able to have a business because you're a
mhm,
criminal. You couldn't
mhm,
really own a tattoo shop.
yeah.
Okay, um, without help, I wouldn't be able to travel. I wouldn't be able to stay in the States, wouldn't be able to get my citizenship. So a lot of people help me. And the reason a lot of people help me is because I'm respectful.
Yeah,
And they know who I am. Powerful people, people with power, they respect me because you know what I'm saying, they could feel it. They could feel I'm a fucking very very real person. If I say anything, I mean it. If I say something and I losing money, I'll cover it just
mhm,
to make sure
yeah, make
my
it right.
word is good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Mhm,
yeah, everything I have is from help, man. So
yeah.
many people help me out. Yeah,
And beautiful family, you know. Your kids are great, good kids, you
good
know.
kid. Yeah,
You have respect in the community, successful business, being able to travel now, and man, countless students, that you taught, countless people you made successful. You gave them a platform to be successful. If you lost it all, or if you had to start from zero, what would you do first? What would you concentrate on first?
um. Well, if I have to start from zero with no family,
Yeah, yeah, no,
you know,
no, yeah,
um, I always have mentality of find a way. Okay, like I don't give up. Find a way. If there's something, um, um, let's say about if I'm doing tattoo, okay, and nobody knows me, I'll find a way for people to know me. I'll get more social, even though I'm not very a social person.
mhm,
I'll teach myself. I'll go out and make myself social.
mhm,
Uh, Talking to more people
mhm,
uh, in this day of age, social media and stuff like that.
mhm,
And since I like tattooing, I'll just do it for free.
mhm,
I just
mhm.
do it for free,
Yeah,
just to get people to know me.
mhm,
Start off from there, okay?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean, I'll find a way,
yeah. I love
because
that.
I
Yeah.
don't give up. You
Mhm.
know, I'll give my service for free. I'll
Yeah,
work
I
for
love that.
free.
I
You
love
know
that
what
you
I mean?
said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what I like to do anyway.
Mhm,
Uh, I don't want to go back to doing anything illegal because at my age,
mhm.
it's
Yeah,
not good,
no,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I can't
No
be
more
doing time,
time.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll start from scratch. I'll start by doing free stuff, you
Mhm,
know, you know, being more social, getting more on social media, talking to people.
mhm.
Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, man. I love it that you said that that yeah, you would do your services for free because man, if you love it, you know what I mean? And what's doing it for free in the beginning
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
have,
yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
Because you're like that, then people would see that you're like that, and see your art and see that you have a passion for it. And man, anybody that has a passion for anything in the long run, they're gonna be good at
They're
it,
gonna be good. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
they're
you're
gonna be
doing,
good.
if you let's say I'm starting over, you're doing for doing tattoo for free. Okay.
Mhm.
Also, when you're doing tattoo for free, you build a relationship, and people know
Yeah,
how cool you are, how good a
yeah.
person you are. They're gonna tell their friends. I
Mhm.
won't be broke for long.
Yeah, yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
I
Yeah,
won't be
that makes
broke for
sense.
long. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, man. That's beautiful, Mike.
yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's always a pleasure talking to you, Mike, and I'm glad you came by again and
Yeah,
stopped
it's my
by,
pleasure,
yeah,
man.
on the
Yeah.
show. But before we go, any last words you want to tell the people out there? I know this is our third interview right now. I want you to, anything you thought about.
Last word. It's a new year. I want to have you know, tell everybody have a blessed, happy, healthy new year. New Year resolution. You don't need to have a New Year resolution. Every day you could change and be better yourself.
Yeah,
Right? You
yeah.
don't have to wait till New Year. You
Mm,
could change, in the middle of, summertime. I want to start doing working out, or I also want to start being more focused on working or better my relationship. You can start that anytime. You don't have to wait for New Year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's an awesome message right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody wait for. I'll just start in the new year. I'll just start at the beginning of the month. I'll just start. No, you can start anytime, man. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, like I said, Mike, it's always a pleasure, man. And people out there, ask away, man. Mike is is so approachable. When you see him, you can ask online, you can message him, and any questions you guys want him to talk about in the future, he'll come on and he'll share with you, And man, it was dope. He took me down memory lane talking about Ink Fiend Art in Monterey Park, and I was like East LA. It was like East
Yeah,
LA
yeah, the
border right there.
borderline. That's
Yeah,
why the
man.
sheriff came.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
and that brought me back down memory lane, and man, to see how far you have come and I have come, man, I am so grateful, Vaughn, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like that, and I really appreciate you coming down, and that's another one, man. Thank you everybody that stayed this long and watch, I really appreciate you guys, and please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow Mike on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Our website is www.inkfiend. Nobody even says www dot no more. Let me take that back. Inkfiendart.com.
Inkphenol.com.
Inkfiendart.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inkphenol OC,
Yeah.
right? Inkphenol OC.
Inkfiendoc.com and
Yeah.
IFA2.com.
IFA2.com. Yeah.
Yeah, IFA2.com. Shout out to Frank Shop. Stay tuned for Frank's interview. He's gonna come on here, and Frank is Mike's brother. We talked about him so many times in our interviews. Mike has brought him so many times. Definitely one of the pillars and support systems of Ink Fiend Art, and definitely couldn't have done it without him, right, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't have done it without Frank. And he's gonna have his stories to share. And just please stay tuned, and like I said, subscribe. And this is it for our segment. Master Mike, Rich Vasak, Ink Fiend Art. Peace out.